People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I'm Abs. It's Saturday, 22nd of March. I'm getting confused now because it's not Saturday. Or is it Saturday in Australia? I'm confused with the times, but we're here. We're doing a watch along for the Cambosos and versus Wyllie. But before I start, just want to say condolences out to all of the Foreman family. Obviously, early hours of the morning, we got news that unfortunately he passed. His family put up a post on his page saying that he'd passed peacefully. And obviously, as per usual and as expected, they want us to respect, the privacy of the family at this time. Um, It just seems like the other day that he was out there in Saudi, still getting involved in the boxing. I mean, how many of us have had at one point a George Foreman grill in our home? Um, I put up a post on my IG page of him with Frazier, the first fight they had. Um, a beautiful fight, a historic fight. But what I will say, and I've said it before as well, it's the character of these fighters. Somebody sent me a post this morning, and it was from a fighter of the same era, and he was basically saying, "Look, it took us back in our day potentially 50 fights before we could go for a world championship. We had to have a lot of fights. We had to graft really hard." And he obviously mentions the caliber of the fighters today compared to obviously the fighters back then. They didn't have the pleasure of social media. Yeah, there were newspaper articles, but back then it's not instant. It wasn't at the click of a button. You'd have to wait time before you'd find out what happened unless you were there on the night. So these fighters had to build their record, build their credibility literally off their own back. And you love the fighters because of who they were, what they could achieve. It wasn't about followers. It wasn't about glitz and glam. They worked hard to get in exciting fights to gain, the fans from the public. So we're seeing a lot of that die out now. Unfortunately, the fighters are dying out as well. But there's a lot of lessons for our fighters of today to learn from the oldies. Um, yeah, sad day. I'm lost for words, actually. I'm lost for words. But we are here. I'm sure there's plenty of old school fans that are feeling the exact same way um, as a lot of us are. But just thank you to George and the fighters like him, the ones that came before him, the ones that are around at the same time as him, the ones that maybe don't get the accolades but really work hard themselves. And to all of those that will come after these fighters, we appreciate you and everything that you do for the sport. So yeah, rest in peace. So here we are, Matchroom in Australia. Sorry if I seem a bit phased. I'm still in a bit of shock. You don't know the fighters, but you watch them hard, so it feels like you know them even though you don't. But we're here in Australia. The girls are in the ring. A controversial rematch between Sugar and Nina Hughes. Looking forward to this fight, actually. Nina's somebody that started quite late. I think she stayed in the amateurs for almost like 700 years. Um, but she came out late. I think she watched about 41 or 42 now, and both of the girls are in a tear up straight away. I think there was something about the ref raising the wrong hand last time, etc., etc. So, Nina's here to set it right, to get it right, to come away with the win on the road as well. Nina's one of these fighters that's continuously on the road, always working hard, and doesn't stay in her own back garden. As we can talk about the next fight that's going to happen with Sky Nicholson. Sky Nicholson, somebody that is also on the road. There's been a lot of talk about that fight leading up to it, and obviously opinions are welcome, and I'll give you mine. as we go through it. Shout out to you, Chris. All good, Chris. Just in a bit of shock this morning. Just in a bit of shock. People die, they do. I get it, but it's still a shock when you get the news, especially if you look at the fighters and, like I said, even his big age, you're still like seeing him about, seeing what he's doing, and really appreciating his contribution to the sport from the Olympics, to obviously the professional game. So yeah, I'm all good. Hope you are as well. It's been a busy morning. For those of you that don't know, I like a bit of F1. I've started watching it again properly, almost. Well, I will be tomorrow. Lewis has gone to Ferrari, so we're repping the Reds. He's had a good start. His first one last week. Getting the feelers in, getting his feet under the table, learning about the new team and new engineers, team, new car, new everything. And he seemed to have hit the ground running. I know I thought he was fourth, but my husband quite rightly corrected me and said he's in fifth tomorrow. So that's where we'll start. Fifth position. You know how far Lewis has come up from the back to the front in previous seasons, so this won't be a problem for him, and it looks like he's nicely settling into, yeah, the F1 pundit. You know, I didn't know his name, Chris, but when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know he was sick. The thing is, the years are just. I'm trying not to be morbid. I'm trying to be positive. But yeah, we've had a couple of deaths this week, and one of them being the F1 pundit as well. So, yeah, March is a crazy month. I'm not a fan of this month because I'll let you into a little secrets that it's the month that my mum passed away. So I literally cannot stand March. So yeah, it never ceases to surprise me this month. But yeah, we will carry on. Let's see how these girls are getting on anyway. I need to get need to get back into the boxing. 3 a.m. sprint race. Let's put some of these on the chat, actually. Put some of these up on the screen. 3 a.m. sprint race. Then got 3 hours sleep, back up for qualifying. Yeah, 7 a.m., wasn't it? Hey, Ashley. All good. Hope you're good. I think Nina's is she either 41 or 42? Yeah, she looks like some damage is coming in. I need to get back on this fight tonight. I need to get out of the morbid cage that I've started off in and come back out into boxing world. But yeah, we'll have the picture up. That will be today's picture to pay a tribute to one of our late great fighters. Score settled. Inactivity. I'm not too sure if Nina has been active. I probably should have brought up her box rec for a bit of homework to see how many fights that she's had in between this. But yeah, Shanika Johnson is doing quite well. She's bossed her up already, quite relentless with her punches, seems to be just coming forward. Nina trying to spoil her work there. The ref's having a word about that, getting a little bit of untidiness. Yet Shanika's going in for the straight shots for 1-2. Nina got off a couple of shots there, one to the body, one to the head. The ref doesn't seem to like Hughes much. Uppercut coming in there from both Johnson and Hughes. Hooks to the body, hooks to the head, some angle work there from Hughes as she moves to the side and throws a hook, but Hughes' face is getting bashed off. Hey Yasmin, good morning to you. Hope you're good as well. How's the fasting going? Not long left now, is it? Fair play. So I was in the gym the other day with a lady that was fasting, and obviously you can't even like drink water. She's done a session in the gym, and she was in the sauna, and I thought this is probably like the worst place because you're going to be dehydrated anyway. But she was well seasoned. She was saying, I think it was what 10 days left. So fair play, fair play. I don't think they should do. I prefer 2 minute rounds with the ladies. I think it's quick. I think it's exciting. I think we're more than likely to get stoppages as well. I mean, you know what? It's up to the girls. If they want to do 3 minutes, it's up to them. But I'm really not fussed with two. I just find it quite exciting. It goes quite quickly. I think Amanda Serrano did a 3-minute round fight in one of her fights. I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been before. Yeah, it was before the Katie Taylor 2 fight, obviously. Um, and Amanda Serrano is probably one of the most exciting female fighters that you'll get. But I found myself drifting. Yeah, Nina Hughes is bashed in. She's got a lump under her eye, some bruising under her eye. Shanika's really going in tough with those shots. But Hughes is there trying to stand her own, trying to fight back, but she's continuously on the back foot. Johnson just seems to be quicker at the offset, but it's quite an untidy fight. They're fighting, they're scrapping. I think Hughes is probably trying to box more, but Shanika's like, no, I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna get you. She's pushing out the jab to get inside to hurt Hughes. Too kind. Less of the old Ashley. Shout out to all the oldies. She's done well to be in there, to be fair. Let's have a look. We're in round number 4 of 10. And the thing is, at this pace, oh, lovely backhand there from Hughes. Backhand comes in again. Uppercut, hooks to the head. Hughes is really letting her shots go. Johnson, sorry, is really letting her shots go. Hughes is struggling to get any sort of momentum whatsoever. Johnson is just relentless, and she's not just doing shots to the head, she's really making use of that right hand of hers, whether it's hooks to the body or hooks to the head. I don't think there's going to be any confusion on the cards in this fight whatsoever. Both girls in the clinch. Johnson's not got a scratch on her by the looks of it. She tucks up high guard, goes to throw out the jab. Nina throws a 1-2, pivots out of the way. I'm not sure about her weight actually, because her shorts look a little bit tight, but it could be the guard, groin guard. But Johnson once again finding the angles, going in with the uppercut. Yeah, end of the round. The team are really pleased with her. Pat on the gloves, pat on the back. Like to say, yeah, go and get it, girl. Not a mark on her face. Maybe a little bit of bruising by the eye, but nothing significant. She's not breathing heavy. She looks really calm and composed. And this is Johnson I'm talking about. Keep her at range. Don't smother yourself. Get inside and practice this work. Mm. Ify, how you doing? Greetings, good morning to everyone. Good morning to you. Saturday morning boxing isn't too bad. I like Saturday morning boxing. And I do like the weekday boxing in Japan. Look at the blood all over the outfits, the white outfit of Hughes. Yeah, I think that I like these times. I'm not complaining about it. I don't think she's, what, have they deducted a point from Hughes? Or for what, the same for grabbing? Look how Johnson leads in with the head. Johnson, she literally comes in and throws shots. She leads with her head. Fair enough, her chin's tucked. At least it's not in the air. But watch how she'll come in. She'll tuck up, lead in, and then she leads in with the head. You know, you're liable to get a head clash in fights like these. Um, I don't know. She did a good job of protecting her face. More relentless, more shots, more aggression. Johnson doesn't want to box at range. She wants to box on the inside. Hughes is trying to make this as messy as possible, but yeah, definitely on the losing streak with this. I wonder if Johnson will get a stoppage. I wonder how long the corner will leave her in because she is getting bashed up. She's still fighting back, don't get me wrong, but Hughes is really getting bashed up in there. Her face is just, can see bruising under the left eye. The nose looks broken. The blood pouring from that there as Johnson just can really flick that jab out. But I think the shot that's doing the most damage from Johnson is the backhand. Jab, counters back from Hughes, double jab from Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations to the head and to the body. The ref separates the two as both girls get in the clinch once again. Hughes then tries to throw her own combination to the body shot, but I want to hear what her corner's saying, to be fair. Go into her corner, let's listen to the reddening on her face. Her face is totally bashed up. I think her corner, I couldn't hear what they said, but I think that she's getting instructions to go to the body. They're shouting at her, saying, switch on, you're a lot better than this. He said, right, he's giving her one more round, and then he's going to pull her out. I want to see some good shots landing. They've given her a round, which I said, I wonder how long it will take before they pull her out, because her face is getting totally bashed up. Live to fight another day, or I don't know, die a hero. Lots of shots there from Hughes going, dipping down, trying to avoid the shots on the top of her head as well. But yeah, she's getting absolutely pummeled. Vicious, this Shanika, isn't she? I remember, I think she came to the UK and she wore like her OnlyFans outfit. That was interesting on the scales. Jab, 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 coming out again. The jab backhand from Hughes. Jab, jab, lean back from Johnson. Johnson takes the centre of the ring, goes in again with that powerful backhand of hers, which seems to be really powerful. Don't turn your back. Don't turn your back. Let's have a look. Come on. 1, 2 comes in from Hughes. Jab, but it's pouring. It's pouring. It's like she's jabbing and waiting. There's nothing coming back really. As I say, that overhand comes back. Overhand right and a body shot. The ref separates the two. They get into a clinch once again. Hughes just in that tight guard, walking forward, jabbing, jabbing, uppercuts. 1, 2 coming back from Hughes. She's fighting. She's listening to her corner. Got 45 seconds left of round number 6 of 10. I think they'll pull her out. Look at her face. The reddening, the bruising, the blood pouring from outside of the nose, not just inside. She's proper bashed up. And like I said, the ref seems to be really on Hughes's case, really on Hughes's case. Just let them fight out the clinch. Don't need to interrupt it every 5 minutes. Just tell them to fight out the clinch. Jab, body shots, head shots, hooks, stiff hooks coming in from Johnson. Let's see how long she's got left in this. Yeah, she definitely does look. Yeah. Yeah, the ref's on it. Iffy. She's boxing, she's aggressive. Really aggressive, actually. Right, okay. When they're saying about obviously her dipping down, telling Shanika, go with her, punch down with her. So when she's dipping, time her, get her as she's going under the shots. Yeah, nice advice from the corner there. I like it. Hughes' corner should just pull her out now. She's taking more point. I think they will. I think they will, Iffy. But they'll probably give her this round. Let's see if they give her this round. Let her go in for this final round and yeah, they've let her go in. Nina is not doing enough. We are in round number 7 of 10. If you've just joined us, I'm Abs of October Red. This is a watch along for the Kambosos Junior versus Wyllie, the headline cards. But I am here. If I'm going to be completely honest, I'm here for Sky Nicholson. And is it Tiara Brown? I'm here for that fight. I want to see if all the talking's going to work. But we'll see. No, the thing is, you can't really talk about around the back of the head. I'm just listening to the commentary here. Johnson's not doing round the back of the head on purpose. The towel's gone in. Yeah, towel's gone in. Quite rightly so. Yeah, it's the right decision. It's too much. And the corner said, "Look, if you're not showing us anything, good corner, but at least no controversy, and it is what it is." Didn't expect the fight to go like this. I said Hughes after what I seen in the first fight, but now it's a complete contrast. I think so. I think Nicholson is again. I think her boxing, because people don't see her as exciting as such, I do think people underestimate her. She finds a way to win. She's got incredible IQ. Listen to Sky Nicholson when she does commentary on DAZN for Matchroom. She's got incredible IQ. You can't with her, you can't discredit her amateur background because she's carried that professionalism into the professionals. She doesn't. She's not messy. She minimizes any damage to herself. She's able to box comfortably off the back foot. She's a clever boxer, but I haven't seen enough of her opponent to make a reasonable contrast. I understand that she's had stoppages, but then I'd have to research all of the opponents. And yeah, I could have done that, but I haven't. So this is the fight. Is this fight an acid test? You know, or not? And we'll soon find out. I don't know. When you're old, you age. You can be all right 1 minute, and then you just age tremendously quickly. And I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's just what it is. Good morning, Jazzy Jabs. Hope you're okay. Yeah, she's a good boxer, a very good boxer. I was gonna try and get up some bits before I went live this morning on her opponent just to have a look, but I didn't get round to it, and then I was just going over some old George Foreman fights and some of his, older interviews as well, and then I got distracted, and we are here. But like I said, if you've just joined us on Abs of October Red, we are doing a live watch along for Cambosos Jr. and a late replacement, Wyllie. Interesting to see that. Don't know much about Wyllie. I like Cambosos. He's an interesting character, and he's done a bit for the sport down under as well. Really put their name on the map. Obviously, we've got Teramoana fighting this chap. I think it's Singh. He's building his record. We'll see what happens with that. And then obviously Sky Nicholson's fighting as well. So there is no footage. It is just conversations and commentary. That's what we do here. So a warm welcome to all of you guys, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Thank you for choosing to spend it here. TKO. If you're saying, yeah, hopefully this opponent is levels, but I think there are another American that's all talk. And this is what I'm saying. I don't really know. You think that'll be it now? Yeah. Oh, look at her face. Lovely girl, though. Hughes can be a gatekeeper for at least you reckon? I hate that word, you know. Just saw Foreman's last social post. All the men heroes are fading. Yeah, yeah. Sort of alluded to that, um, with, something that another fighter said. Fighters are so much different these days. Even sometimes I see, like, the women fighters have, like, so much hunger, so determined because it's a point to prove, isn't it? With those guys, they had a point to prove that the pool wasn't that massive full of boxers and they wanted to be world champions. They wanted that status. They had something to prove. There was all sorts going on in boxing. Boxing was almost political back in the day and political for political reasons. Where nowadays, like I said, we're just governed by all the surface stuff, which is like social medias, views, likes. It's the popularity contest, and it's just so superficial. Oh, ran over. I've been up since 3. Jazzy, I'm not gonna put your comment up, but I understand where you're coming from. I'm a I'm quite, traditional. I do like a bit of masculinity. Yes. Is it Teramoana that's fighting next, by the way, before I get myself into any trouble? Martin, yeah, we were just talking about that. Absolutely, ripped of George Foreman. He was still like actively getting involved in like on X and looking at what like on Twitter and getting involved in conversations about fights and stuff. But yeah, she's had a great run. He's talking about Nina Hughes. That's retirement talk. That is. Could be the end of the road. She's had two big fights. She's been a world champion. She's in her 40s. Yeah. That will always be my motto, Jazzy. Always be my motto. And I literally don't care. And you know what, Yasmin, it's a good point because who who in this who in this generation, and I'm talking about the fighters that we've got now, I'm not on about Mike Tyson, even Frank, you know what, even Frank Bruno was sick the other day. Did he, yeah, I think he got ill on a plane and was in hospital. He's put out a post and I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, I digress yet again. When you're looking at fighters in this generation, the fighters that we've got, which one of those fighters actually stands out to you where you think that, you know what, people probably will be talking about you in years to come and your achievements? I've got a couple, but what do you think? As a fighter, are you in it to just get the money? Are you in it to collect the money and live happily ever after? Not prepared to take any responsibility. Um, what are you in it for? And I think if you're in anything for money, you're on a losing track. You can't do things just for money. Right. So Jazzy's saying music, Yasmin's music, Roy Jones. Roy, yeah, I can't deny him. I'm on about these ones like the now fighters. AJ, yeah, yeah. Look, everybody can say what they want about Anthony Joshua, but he's brought a lot of eyes to the sport, a lot of eyes that weren't on the sport in the first place. You can't deny what he has done for the sport. The only thing that I would say, it's not a problem, because I'll say it to his face, I'm saying it on live, um, is I think that he was molded into something and he's in a position where it's like, when you ask yourself, well, actually, who actually am I? Because I've been molded into this person. It's almost like you have to take a step back and say, and sit within yourself and say, actually, who am I? Because when you look at character, what do you see when you see his character? Because I get it, the medals and everything, they'll always be there in history. But when somebody asks you about a person's character or about their personality, what do you remember about them? That's why I think, like, even Tyson Fury, I would put him in there because of his character, because of the way he is, because he's quite outspoken. I'd have to include him in that as well as a character. Um, you'll probably remember his personality more than his fights. And I get it. People will say that, but his character, Derek Chisora. Look at Derek Chisora. Not won a world champion. Um, won a world championship belt. But look at his character. Look at how he is. Look at who he is. And those things stick as well. And he's in exciting. Music, um, Star Fox, aka Skyliner. Good morning to you. Good morning to you both. Who you saying then? Music is definitely top 5. Because Music's character, look at his character as well. He's quite funny, he's witty. Look what he did when, he kept on saying that, "How are you feeling? I'm very feel." It almost become a motto. You see him doing his you never see him sparring on his social media, never see any of that, but you'll see him juggling the kettlebells, you'll see him with juggling the balls, you'll see him dancing, you'll see him doing all sorts of stuff. Um, when he gave that message, when he gave the IBF belt away to it, as a gift. The sarcasm, the character, these are the things I'm talking about. He's not just beating everybody, he's got something about him as well. Social media, jazzy jabs, this is what I'm saying. Um, this is what happens, and as fans, of the sport, I'll put my hands up and maybe say I've gassed up people and I shouldn't have gassed them up. I should have just sat on the sidelines and watched. But fans, we do that. Um, but those same fans that love you will turn around and hate you anyway. So Joel Calzaghe, okay. So in this era, Martin, you're saying music, but you're going back and you're saying Calzaghe. Jam down. Happy Saturday to you as well. You two are the same. Star Fox, I don't care what anybody says. I'm telling you now, well, I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Skyline is gonna jump in on the chat unless you haven't got your 2 phones with you. You've got your main and then you've got your burner, and then he'll jump in a bit with another, like, crazy comment. Shout out to the 2 of you. Ooh, they're showing a bit of the press conference, I think. Was this the Manchester one? Yeah, no, that's the second one. That was interesting to see what happens with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. when they're fighting a bit. I'm looking forward to that fight. I did like the Piers Morgan appearance as well. I thought it was interesting. I thought that Piers was aggravating Chris a bit. I thought that he was because he's probably had a bit more of a relationship or spoke to Conor before. I think that he might have been slightly siding with Conor, trying to give it like a neutral view, but I saw it as him possibly taking sides of Conor, which was interesting. It was interesting to see Chris get slightly aggravated as well. And obviously they didn't shake hands, so I think he got up and walked out, didn't he? Jazzy, you gotta stop swearing in your comments. I always thought that Fury was gonna beat Wilder. I said if Wilder comes up against a boxer, he'll be in trouble. I did see that happening. Martin saying, "In this era, I like the look of Moses, but it's too early." And that's it, and that's all we can say. We don't know what's gonna happen with him, do we? We can like the look of him, we can have a really good run, and then something can happen and things can change. I think the thing is with Moses, um, what draws me to watch him is his attitude. He's quite he's got an old head on young shoulders. And when I say old head, he seems to be quite mature in his thinking, and I've said it before, I believe he's been promoted excellently. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on him. And there'll be others coming up as well that we just don't know about yet. Yeah, absolutely, jam down, Rip George. We need to turn up the Foreman grill. That's what I said. Who hasn't had one of them in their lifetime and watched a couple of fights today out of respect? Get that chicken on there. Make sure you wash it and season it up. Make sure you wash it well, please, jam down. Don't let the side down because I've seen too many people do the prep and are not rinsing off the chicken with the salt and the lime, and it upsets me. Anyway, Jazzy's saying the Eubank fight bores me 2-4. I will say that the weight thing is wrong. They've agreed to fight though, ain't they? With the rehydration, I've not really got involved in that because if it's I've said it, and I've said it 1,000 times. It might not be the best, but if you see it as a real problem, don't fight. Um, yeah, I don't think he's, I think he's gonna be paying out a couple of quid anyway, isn't he? Hasn't he still got his dispute with, Big Frank Warren? Then he's been fined 100 grand for eggs. Then he's got to give 50 grand to all the fighters that were on his original card as compo. Yeah, I think he'll be shelling out a couple of bits of gold this year. Bless him. I like his character as well. He single-handedly sold the fight because of his character. Yeah, Base. Yeah, Big George, another Capricorn legend. Yeah, I saw you post this morning. Hope you're good. Hopefully, Base and I and Maestro should be live tomorrow. And if it doesn't work out for tomorrow, we'll definitely be live the week after. Sometimes we have these Saturday night commitments that, just fall over onto a Sunday. I will never, ever, ever, ever write off Fabio Wardley. Ever. No, not doing it. I don't know about that, Martin. Time will tell. I think they will fight each other. They're both, yeah, I get it. They're both in the same gym. They're both under Queensbury. Um, but I don't know. And Wardley's training. Hopefully, we'll get some fight news as well soon to see what he's up to because he's been sitting around for a bit. We know that he's vacated the British, and we've got young David Adelaide versus James Kiwi fighting for that on April the 5th. The card that broke my heart, the card that could have been but never was. We had Dillian sliced his fingers to pieces. He's no longer fighting Joe Joyce. I thought, okay, I'm not happy about it, but okay. And then not long after, we get Lawrence Okoye pulling out with an injury. So then both him and Richard Rappaport aren't fighting now. So I believe the replacement for that is Moses Zatuma. I think he's coming on the card. I'd like to see who he's going to fight. But it doesn't matter who he fights anyway. He's had a lot of fights. He needs to tick over before going into something bigger and better. So shout out to the chat, especially Starfox and Yasmin. Enjoy the watch along. Some chat love there. Yeah, I know that. I do. Yeah, I do know that. They sprung it on the last minute. They did, and I spoke to Elliot Amolka, who's Chris Eubank Jr.'s manager. I spoke to Ben Shalom about it, and I've said to both of them, "We don't sign it. Then it's there in black and white. Yes, last minute. Yes, unfair advantage. But you can say, well, actually, no." But I think Chris Eubank Jr. said he wasn't happy about it, but he's basically said, "Well, pay me more money then." So what? I don't know what. Boxing is a snaky business. If we're going to sit here and think that it's all sunshine and rainbows, the sport is violent by nature. There's no real reason to think that everything that goes into creating the fights that we want is going to be filled with the same, just not necessarily physical. It's boxing. It's brutal. It's ungoverned to a certain degree. It is what it is. Dog eat dog, snakes and ladders, all sorts. You've just got to make sure that you're on point. You've got to make sure that your team, your lawyers, the only thing I would say to fighters is just have a fantastic lawyer that doesn't miss anything, that can analyze every small word in that contract, every detail, and question anything. What is the number one rule in boxing? Protect yourself at all times. You need to do that outside the ring as well. So I'm not going to sit here talking about rehydration clauses. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. Oh, Karma, my beautiful girl. How are you? Good to see you as well. What's going on there? Instagram's like fully ratting us out now. So when you obviously follow someone and you see certain posts, Karma, I've just realised that we've got the same sense of humour. So salute and good morning to you. I hope all is well in the US. There's a lot of stuff going on over there with people turning up with the Donald Trump rules or something. See little bits on the news, but I keep out of it. can't get involved in American politics. Yeah, I just think that Moses is still in the growing stage, Martin. At no point do I think he was disrespecting Fabio at all. I just think Moses is still growing. Let's just let him grow. Just, we don't need to rush him. His activity, he's doing really well with the activity that he is having. Let's not rush him. I only go to certain events now. I do probably most media events, but I only go to certain fight nights. But yeah, I'm definitely still out there. I'll be in Manchester this week for Matchroom Presser. I'll probably do a watch along. I think that fight's on Friday. There is I don't know. I might actually go to the Misfits one. I might try and get a little bit of a different content there. We'll see what happens with that. The inner sanctum of the boxing fraternity. I don't know. I can get Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn to jump on. Well, Eddie Hearn jumps on live. Frank Warren, I can get on a Zoom. I am waiting to hear back from Frank Warren because I was trying to get on commentary for you guys. I'm trying to see if you can get me on a Box Nation commentary, but I failed at that so far. But you know me, I'm always going to ask because I'm not afraid of being told no. I've never seen this opponent before. Teramoana, I think she's gonna go in there and smoke him, but I don't know. Chris, good morning to you. Hope you're okay. Let's have a look. Cheers for that, Martin. I enjoy speaking to Peter a lot. I get on with him really, really well. Really well. Nice guy. And he just, God, look at the height difference between these two. Right, I'm going to jump back into this now. Teramoana is fighting Singh. At least I won't get mixed up with calling Teramoana by his first name. This guy looks absolutely huge around the midriff. Has he trained? Is he going to gas in like the first 45 seconds? Is he just going to get sparkled? Is this a last minute opponent? Am I underestimating him? Is he Butterbean? Who knows? Teramoana light on the feet. Oh, he managed to slip that backhand that was coming in from there. It was beautiful uppercut coming in from Teramoana. Nice jab work there as he takes the centre of the ring. Comes in with that backhand, likes to sweep a long uppercut there. But Singh's managed to evade that as well as he tucks up, hooks around the guard. Singh tries to take her. Oh, yeah, I think he's wobbled him already. What did I say? 45 seconds. What are we in? 30 seconds. Teramoana showing some patience there, but he's definitely hurt Singh, who's got Beast on the back of his belt. Body shots coming in from Teramoana. It looks like he's just taking his time. Well, there is no urgency. But should we judge a book by its cover? Has Singh got a powerful right that he can just throw out of nowhere, cause an upset? Boxing's a strange place and anything can happen. It did hurt him though. I don't know why he didn't go for the kill after he hurt him, but maybe he's trying to show patience, trying to get some rounds in. I can't imagine that Teramoana is going to be easy to match. I know that a nice backhand comes in there from the beast, Singh, punching up. I guess he's used to that, even though I think Teramoana is quite tall. But let's start using your range more. There we go. Use that jab. Nice uppercut. I like the way he throws his uppercut. He's done that a few times, Teramoana. Throws the jab, and then it's just that long uppercut that comes underneath, getting the chin of the beast as he goes down. He's trying to say it was a low blow. Get up. Let's have a look. Yeah. Beast goes down in round number 1, a minute and a half. Well, just over a minute left in round number 1. Backhand coming in there from Teramoana. Body shots. Beast is fighting Beast. Singh is fighting back. Teramoana, 1-2. Beautiful work. I think he's just going to go for the kill now. They're going to stop it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the fight's over, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of predicted that, even though you shouldn't really do fight predictions, but judging by the size, we saw, what was it? The first two that fought with, is it Palacio and I can't remember the surname now. That was a fight. And what carried that fight through was the fighter's fitness. It was a light heavyweight contest. Is it Kvyat? Can't remember his, surname. Terrible with names. But, just because you're a heavyweight doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep on top of your nutrition. Because that was, whatever. That was a payday. Right, let's get back to the chat. Well, iffy that was answered. I ordered an oil painting of Cornwall whilst just right at my door. Okay, yeah, yeah, drunk online ordering. It could be worse. You could have ordered something terrible that might have arrived at your door on the same night, Jazzy Jabs. I don't think you would have loved it if that happened. Marlon Brando. I did not know that. My gramps was born in Great Britain, so I'm actually in the process of trying to get my citizenship. Carmen, you'll have to come over. So you are. Oh, so you got a bit of British blood. Interesting. You start talking about paintings. Do you think I'll switch? Oh, how you have no hope in me. I like that Jazzy Jabs because that just proves how much you don't know me. I'll take that. You just left the buffet. Yeah, I like Teramoana's style. Now, I'd like to hear I know they've mentioned Justice Honey with Moses Atalma, but I'd like to see Teramoana with Atalma. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like maybe not now either, maybe later on, but that's the one that would catch my attention. Yeah, he does. Heavy puncher, he's not gonna learn. Moana had him sing. Yeah, it was a mismatch. Yeah, you saw the silence from me, BG London. But you know what happens, Iffy, and I found this out, and you lot probably know anyway, but the intricacies of it. When you're a puncher and you're in the early stages of your career, it is extremely hard to get you matchups. They don't wanna fight you or they price themselves out. They, like, give ridiculous amounts of money, because they understand that potentially they could lose earnings if they're on the journeyman path, that they need to continuously fight. So if they're gonna get stopped by you and maybe have a 45-day, ban because obviously injury, they wanna make sure they're making enough money because theoretically, the journeymen, some of them fight every other week. And it's tough for these guys, like, it's gonna be tough to match Teramoana, it's gonna be tough to match Italma. The punchers have a difficult time, getting matched. David Adelaide, another one. Remember when he was first fighting? And I'm thinking, "Who is all these guys that he's fighting?" And he had the same problem. Getting matched as a puncher is hard. Fighters are pulling out left, right, and center. We've seen that a lot lately. It's a bit of a tough one. It's a bit of a tough one. Sportmaster says I'm in better shape than that fella. You know, I can't obviously see you guys and see what you look like. Don't take that as an invite to send me any DMs, please. But anyway, when you think, "I wonder what such and such looks like. I wonder what they're like." Not like aesthetically, but just, "I wonder what they look like." Because remember, I'm out here barefaced, you can see me, you see where I am and whatever. I don't know what any of you look like. BM saying, "Terramana, Terramana, knockout, knockout. Well done, well done, mate." Bit of humour in the morning, can't go wrong with that. Do you need help, Jazzy Jabs? Guys, please drink responsibly. Was it wine, Jazzy? That's why I don't really drink wine, 'cause that brings out the worst in me. Yes. Lacking a bit, in defense. I think he just needs Practice how many fights he had? 7? 7 fights in, Atuma's got, what, double that now. You think he'd batter him? I'd like to see it later on. Nah, I can't be bought, Jazzy. Can't be bought. That's why I won't make it. That's why I'll be doing this for another 10 years. That's why I'll just be turning up to press conferences and going to the occasional fight because I cannot be bought, you know? It's one of them, innit? How do you think Atuma gets on against Parker? Atuma is number 2 with the WBO and Honey is number 1. They'll probably make Honey Itama, to be fair. Parker's too experienced. He's got phenomenal experience. We can only judge the fighters against the opponents that they've had, and Parker's resume is absolutely fabulous. He's fought all of them except for Tyson, hasn't he? And obviously Usyk, which he's trying to get done now. Um, I think Atama, we've gotta keep an eye on him. I'm not gonna predict his future because I don't know, but what I can say is Parker was a world champion. He's on his way to getting back to being a world champion again. He's still young. I mean, there's fighters his age that haven't achieved nowhere near as much as he's achieved. Um, Fighters that, you've seen it, they've stayed in the amateurs for too long and started late, and now it's just continuous catch up. Parker has done so much in his young career. He does need to get a bit more credit than he does. I think he's got too much experience for Moses at the moment. But the good thing for Parker is I think he's got a little while left because he's still young. I need to get him on the channel, actually. I was supposed to get him on there before he fought Daniel. Then obviously that turned into Martin Bacoli. But he's with his family now, and I don't want to disturb him. So when he's had a bit of a break, I'll slide in his DMs and I'll say, "What are you saying, Parker? Let's do something online." You think it'll be a sleeper? I think this girl's going to try and go and knock her out, and then I do think Sky is possibly going to win, but that's me saying that one-sidedly and quite ignorantly because I haven't seen much of her opponent. Her needs to build their profiles up, but I do agree when it's opponents from the side of street. Chris, you brutal man. Hearn's managing a lot, isn't he? He's got a lot of fighters. He's like the global promoter, isn't he? That's what he does. He's flying all over the world. I can't believe that he's back to back. He's been where was he? Was it Mexico? Was it Los Angeles? Then he went straight from there across the world to Australia. Then he's back. But obviously, like his next gen show with Pat Brown making his debut. Young Connor Tudsbury on the card as well. We've also got Cameron Vong versus Jordan Flynn, part 2. We've got all of this coming up as well. And he's going to be back in the country for that. Building fighters is something that he is good at. I just think he's being spread very thinly at the moment, very thinly, and he does a lot. Let's have a look. Jazzy Jabs is saying, yeah, punchers get swerved because it takes a very good boxer to beat a puncher, and punchers need to be developed. Spot on. Punchers can just punch from early doors. Look at Adelaide Dakers. Poor lad didn't know what hit him. Yeah, absolutely spot on. It's about nurturing the skill. Power is a natural gift that fighters have. And if you nurture it and teach them how to box, a force to be reckoned with. You're lucky if you've got that natural power. But what we did find, and I think maybe David found that he had that, and he went back to the drawing board and says, "All right." But as soon as I saw, there was a couple of signs that I saw from David, and I thought, okay, he's not messing around. The first sign was when I saw him sparring Joseph Parker, and I thought, you're sparring Joseph Parker and you're fighting Simon Dakers. Okay. So that was the first warning sign. And the second warning sign, and I'll clock this after, was the fact that he went to Adam Booth. And I know Adam Booth with David Hay, explosive, a lighter heavyweight, not light heavyweight, but a lighter heavyweight coming up from cruiser, explosive. puncher, and I saw that and I went, "Okay," because Adam Booth is a very good trainer. So you look at the combination, you look at his ambition, you look at his drive, and you think, "He really wants to do this. He's not just in it for the sake of it." And that's when you really start to take fighters seriously, when you see the sacrifices, and we can all, "Oh, it's not a sacrifice, he's Adam Booth's still in London," or whatever. He's changed his total game to become a better fighter. And I think that's where you'll see people succeed. And if it's not for them, they'll be found out, because you can have 800 trainers and you can blame the trainers all the time. We have seen that, haven't we, guys? And sometimes it's not the trainer, it's you. But I always admire fighters when they look at themselves, they really look at themselves, they have that honest conversation. And we have to do it in life as well. It's not just boxing, is it? When you have that honest conversation and think, you know what? Is this for me? And sometimes it isn't, and that's okay, and you can move on and do something else and find your purpose. Um, it's one of them. But he takes on Jamie Takivi, um, young David does. I like that fight a lot. I think the stars are absolutely horrendous for each other. I think Takivi will make it a horrible fight because he does that. I think David's athleticism will need to come into that fight. And when I talk about athleticism, I mean his conditioning, being able to move, try not to get caught in any clinches, any smothering. I believe that they have had rounds together sparring, but sparring, it doesn't matter, does it? Joel Joyce as well, while I'm sticking on that card, sticking on the heavyweights for a minute since we're talking about it. Joel Joyce taking on Hrgovic, to me, scares me more than him taking on Dillian, because I don't know if you guys were with me when we was doing the watch along for Daniel Dubois versus Hrgovic, and those backhands that were continuously landing on the face of Dubois from Hrgovic were frightening, frightening. Now, I know, Joseph, Joel Joyce has been, sparring, getting in the good sparring. I know a couple of people that have been down there doing work with him, lighter fighters that he's gonna have to, move around, get his head movement. We'll see what happens, but that Hrgovic fight scares me more than the Dillian fight. With Dillian, if you get smoked, that's it, you're on the floor and it's finished. It's like that one punch. But getting peppered for rounds, I don't like that at all. Um, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, we look better though. Yeah, you gotta get your bloody conditioning right, man, and your food. So you're agreeing and saying that was it Andrew, did Andrew say that? Was it Andrew? That, Teramoana's defense is definitely suspect. Singh was landing, and he shouldn't have been able to. Funny tumour. I think that's what will happen, Chris, if I'm honest. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, character, absolute character. He's had to put himself out there, he's had to push himself forward, similar to Martin Bakole, but Martin Bakole's got Billy Nelson to do that for him. Joseph Parker's on the promo, obviously he's got his videographer, etc. He's humorous and lovely like that anyway. Absolutely lovely guy, Joseph Parker is. And yeah, he is. I want you back for good. That was funny. Yeah, yeah, I agree. The $1,000,000 Man said everybody has a price, and yeah, I say it all the time. Um, I say it all the time, but I've had people say to me countless times, "We know you can't be bought, and that's why you'll stay where you are." So read from that what you will. Messerweek, where have you been? I ain't seen you for ages. Um, I don't know what time it's been, what time is it now? She might be on next, but they're doing a bit of talking. We've got the lovely dangerous Jaya Pattaya there as well. Yeah, you gotta give Eddie credit. You gotta give him credit for sure. He's all over the place. John Louise has put that in the chat. Guys, give us your predictions. I'll leave that up there. Can't star it, can I? Why would you say that Matchroom isn't in a shocking space? Jazzy, look at it from a global perspective, because 'cause I'm very UK. I'm UK, team UK, obviously, yeah? Um, but look at it as a global on a global perspective. No, I don't think they're in a shocking place. I think they've done very well to infiltrate the global market as a British company. Um, days gone by, I guess that's what they do anyway. But I'm talking about boxing. To be able to go globally and infiltrate all over the world and to sign fighters from all over the world is phenomenal. But I think because we're sat in the UK, we just have this tunnel vision, and I do it as well, and I openly admit that. It's like, "Oh, well, what's happening in the UK?" Their focus isn't just the UK, is it? But like I said, they've been spread he's been spread very thinly at the moment, but I think Eddie's like a he's a control freak. If he wants it done, he wants it done properly, and he's gonna do it himself. So him taking a step back, I think, will be quite difficult. I know we've seen these retirement as soon as this TKO thing, uh-oh, retirement. Eddie's been saying, "I'm not staying in this business as long as my dad did, because I don't wanna become bitter, as bitter, twisted. I don't wanna do that. I wanna exit." So he's always said that. This is not nothing new, but I think everyone's latching onto that because of obviously the Dana White TKO, His Excellency all joining forces, initially saying that they're gonna crush everybody, then saying, "Oh, no, we're not. We're gonna work with everybody. Read from that what you will." So Chris is saying that KO, that Azadeh KO on Dakers is still that KO on Dakers is still iffy. Elbow. I don't think it was his elbow. I think he's just scraped the top of his glove on the top of his head. She's difficult to fight. Not many of the girls do have the knockout power though, do they, Ash? If you mind me calling you Ash, sorry, Ashley. No, no one knows what a Coley's injury is. I did try and ask, and they politely told me to exit. Shout out to Team Macaulay though, they're a funny bunch. As in funny, ha ha. They do make me laugh. She's put on muscle. She's always been in good shape, don't you think? I don't know much about her. Andrew, what makes you say that? Yeah, and I do agree. Yeah, White nearly chopped his fingers off. It was on, Talksport, actually. He did it in the gym because some conditioning he was doing, and I think a weight trapped his finger and then, like, split it in half. So obviously he can't spar or nothing, can he? They used to work together though. That's Joyce's well, Chris is saying that's Joyce's last fight in his career. See, and I really wanted to see him and Dillian as well. Gutted. And he ain't winning the fight against Hrgovic. Volume and jabs, accuracy will be too much for Joyce for me. I'm sort of leveling towards what you're saying as well, but the thing is, you know how unpredictable the heavyweight game is as well. You think you're gonna I don't know. We'll see. I think it's a dangerous fight for him. I would have preferred him or felt safer for him in the Dillian fight. Isn't it mad that we're sitting here talking about a boxer's welfare when we shouldn't even care? But we do. So you're saying athleticism would be too much for TKV. If he can move and get away from TKV, because TKV would try and get him on the inside. TKV likes to fight on the inside, doesn't he? I'm not saying that he's got a very good jab as well. Jab to the body, jab to the head. Obviously, he forced Webster to quit on the stool into retirement when he fought him. Jamie is one of these that you would look at the fight and think, but if you're in there with him, he's a problem, and that's the thing. So you really got to be able, you've got to be athletic, box and move, be comfortable on that back foot as well. So I'll be interested to see how much learning David's had from his time with Adam Booth. Joel Joyce, is he mid-30s? I'm not sure. I can't remember that. How can I not remember Parker's call out for White? I can't remember it. Yeah, I think he should do. He's not a flashy guy, is he? See, I haven't really mind watching Joel Joyce's fights, if I'm honest. Some of them have been really good. I like his walkouts, and when he had that big helmet, when he came out in that big helmet, that big he's just anyway, just yeah, just things that you'll remember him by. Yeah, I remember that big helmet. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Morning, James. Hope you're okay. AP, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, very sad news about George Foreman. Feels like every other week now, part of your childhood. I was saying the same thing. AP, good to see you as well. Hope you're okay. Hope the family's okay. But yeah, it's happening to us. As we're getting older, that conveyor belt, we're all just dropping off the other side of it. I like Sky's outfit, to be fair. That I like those colours, the orange, the red, the fire. Nicholson points. Yeah, and he wants to fight Zerdal Ramirez. And this is what I'm saying. He's a elite boxer puncher, Joel Pataya. Everyone's like, yeah, we'll fight Jay later on down the line. Yeah, he's a fight for later. He's being avoided left, right, and centre, and that is severely obvious. No, Ramirez is definitely not a walkover. Yes. I agree. Her style, it's not awkward, it's calculated. She's got a very high boxing IQ. Watch me say this now, she gets sparked. She probably won't, but I'm saying she's a thinking boxer, but she's able to think very, very quickly. So I agree about the heavyweights. It's something that I've said to Eddie when we've done lives. It's something that I've said to Frank Smith when we've done lives. Any heavyweights, sign any heavyweights, any British heavyweights. I was absolutely convinced that Ori was gonna go to, Matchroom, convinced, but he's with Queensbury. Frank went, "Alright, mate, I'll have another one of them." Fickle. On these banter. You know what I would like to see, Jazzy? And when I speak to Big Frank, it's something that I'm gonna ask him. Is he just thinking, just for the pleasure of viewing, just to hold a heavyweight tournament, just a one-off, maybe a summer fight, something outside, like they had, Matchroom Square Garden, they did the let Frank do something like that, just an outside tournament for us all in the summer. Just mix it up a bit. I think it'd be good. I think it would sell extremely well. The Brits would go mad for it because of his stable is British heavy. I'm all for it. AP band's been iffy. Fair play to Brown though. She's right in enemy territory. Tiara Brown. Yeah, globally, yeah. Globally, yeah. They just don't seem to that much focus on the UK fighters. And they've got their strategy, they've got their reasons why. Yeah, Sky's definitely at home. That's nice. It must be nice when you're with your home crowd, but is that pressure added on it as well? Does that make you feel a little bit nervous? Could you feel that added pressure because 'cause you're with your home crowd? Would you prefer to be away from home? So but here we are, Abs of October ready. If you've just joined us, you know what it is. Share all that magic stuff. I think there's a thing at the bottom of the screen telling you, asking you what to do, not telling you what to do. If you could do all of that magical stuff, I'd appreciate that. If you could do all that magical stuff, there is no footage. It is literally coffee, conversation, and commentary. We've got the girls in the ring now. We've got the champion, reigning champion, Sky Nicholson going up against Tiara Brown. A good fight this. Well, it's talked to be a good fight. I don't know much about Brown. I don't know how it's going to go. I know that Sky is incredibly good, thinking boxer, calculated. Let's see if Brown's got what it takes to beat her. I don't know. But it's almost time because the ladies are touching gloves and they're back to their corners. Key trainer, lead trainer, Eddie Lamb, and you've also got Bradley Skeet over there in the corner as well, supporting the likes of Nicholson. Let's go. Let's go. I'll get back to the chat in a bit, guys, because this is a fight I really wanted to see. Right, here we go. Both ladies to the center of the ring. Long hand out there from Brown. I'm just looking at the styles. Obviously, we've got Southpaw Orthodox. Brown keeping her foot on the outside of Nicholson. Nicholson composed. Just keeping that jab hand out, just probably downloading some information from her opponent. Like I said, Sky, don't think about her on the back foot as a problem. It's not a problem. It's the way she boxes. She's comfortable there. Tiara there looking to just find that distance herself as well. Feinting at the jab, bouncing, rolling, trying to get in there with the backhand. Some nice feints as Sky manages to get inside and just land a touching body shot with her backhand. Nice head movement from Brown, who's on the front foot here. Throws out a jab. I think that might have landed the backhand from Nicholson. Goes into the chest of Brown. Quite cagey from both of them. A range finder, definitely. Brown is definitely trying to find her range, so she's going on the inside. Bit of a tumble there. Couple of shots exchanged as Sky gets herself out of the corner. Nice jab there from Brown as Nicholson counters back with her backhand. I think that knocked the head back there a little bit of Nicholson. Tiara Brown looks nice and composed, though. I'll say that she definitely looks composed. Really not. I like the way she's moving her hands, like keeping busy, not staying still, not staying in one place. Also looks like she's got nice ring generalship, able to cut the ring off as well, keeping Sky on the back foot as she gets on the inside. Roll some combinations. See what those combinations are like. Is there going to be any power in those combinations? As once again, Sky makes sure she moves herself from being put into a corner. Excuse me. So James is saying Sky UD. Right, we're talking about Greg's menus now. Not going to do that. Yeah, she's won 18 fights. Yeah, you're right. What cards has she fought? And like I said, I should have done some homework, Ashley. I know that, but we're here now. I agree. Jazzy. Yeah, Dillian was straight there. Sliced my finger off. So yeah, you're saying Hergovich will destroy Joyce. No, you'll be shocked if he doesn't, and that comes in from jabsy jabs. I think he's got to swing it out. He's got to just swing it out because the thing is, he's got that knockout power. We know that. All right, let's go into round number 2. We have got Nicholson versus Brown. Obviously, it's a championship fight, 10 rounds. You know it's the girlies, so it's 2 minutes each round. More or less the same as the first. Brown on the front foot there, trying to just really get comfortable to get inside with Nicholson. Nicholson on the back foot, downloading the information, is able to slip in some of the shots that Brown has got coming for her. Switching positions nicely. She had the centre of the ring there for a moment with Nicholson, but then Tiara pushed her back onto the back foot. Once again, she finds the angles. Nicholson, once again, centre of the ring as Brown pushes forward. Nice backhand going to the body of Nicholson there from Brown. I'd say so far Brown looks really good. She's as composed. You can see that she wants to really let her shots go. Has she got the patience? The thing is with Sky, she's got a lot of patience. But Brown looks like she wants to get stuck in, but she needs to relax with her shots. Don't load up. Just stay relaxed, stay composed. She can clearly box. I feel bad that I haven't watched her other fights now because I like her composure. I like her feet. I like the ring generalship. I'm not going to listen to the commentary on this at all because I do expect it to be extremely biased. So I'm going to try and tell you guys exactly what I see. Nice backhand coming in from Nicholson as Brown gets on the inside and throws some body shots in there. The thing is with Nicholson, she's hard to pin down because she's really good at working her way around the ring. She's just extremely hard to pin down, which I think is the goal of Brown, is to try and pin her down and then really start to unload on her as she stands up in the corner. I like that to see the fighters. They don't sit down, they stand up. Telling her to wait. Ski telling that she's had a good round. Yeah, he did. It looked really nasty. Yeah, that came up on the page that advertised that quite a bit. Don't know. There's lots of tunes that I could walk out to, you know. Luke, good morning. How are you? I hope you're beautiful too. Here we go. Round number 3. Look how quick the rounds are going. Round number 3 of 10. Right, they're saying I'm not listening to the commentary. Right, Brown comes forward, front foot, really trying to pin down Nicholson. Nicholson tucks up and throws back a counter. Lovely backhand landed on the face of Nicholson from Brown as Brown goes in for the body shots. There's a bit of a clinch going on with the ladies there. Let's see the ref having a look. Let them fight out the clinch. Good reffing, thank you. I need to get involved in everything. As Nicholson is on the back foot. I'd definitely say Brown is more aggressive. Good fight here. Body shot there as the ref called a break. Clinch. Nicholson on the inside trying to get out of that clinch as an uppercut comes in from Brown as she comes out of it. Nicholson tries to push her off there. She's holding out that jab hand, throwing a shot to the body. Once again, the ladies are getting in the clinch. She's to be fair to Brown, she's smothering a bit of the work. That's it. Sky's now starting to jump into the shots, jumping into that hook there from her. The ref separates the two. She's definitely having to think on this one. Brown definitely didn't come to play tiddlywinks. But the thing is, when she leads in, what I'm noticing with Brown is like she'll lead in, there's a slight pause, and then it looks like she's pouring out all of her shots. There's not many of them that are thrown with actual vim. Because of the legs of Nicholson, they probably know this and they don't want Brown. Brown's corner may have said, don't wear yourself out. Don't throw the power on the last shot. Don't necessarily like load up. What has Brown's done already? These are going quick. Coach is having a go at Brown. He's ripping into her. Right, I think he's saying stop holding. It's on now, Luke. AP. Charlie Edwards last week did box the right way, but he was inactive in the rounds before it was too late. I don't know. I don't know if I like the way he boxed, if I'm honest. You know, I'll probably have to watch that back. I was surprised at his performance. What, like you said, every fighter has good days and bad days in the ring. It just wasn't his day. Um, what a negativity wins. It's almost like it's passive, isn't it? But it wins a fight. Right, here we go. That sweeping hook there. We're going into round number 4 of 10, ladies and gentlemen. Tiara comes forward, throws the 2 body shots to the left and to the right. As she's walking forward, she's there switching stance herself, obviously to get her balance right, to make sure she can get the shots off. As she throws a hook and an uppercut. And uppercut's going into Nicholson. Nicholson is holding on to Brown, pushes her off. As hook comes in from Brown, a hook to the body, backhand. Nicholson using her athleticism here to move around and evade the shots, but she tops off when Brown comes in on the attack. She tops off. It's like she's tocking up to take the shot, not necessarily trying to get out of the way. It's like, oh, she's here. As she throws a jab on the back foot, Brown throws the hooks to the body, misses with the overhand left. Both girls in the clinch. The ref separates the two. Should have just let them fight out of that. They would have fought out of that. Expanding some energy here. 1-2 coming in from Nicholson as she throws in the overhand right herself. Pivoting out the way. Uppercut as Brown walks in. There we go. She's waking up now. We've seen some work coming in from Nicholson. That overhanded uppercut was nice. Good timing. As Tiara is literally, she just throws in the hooks. But like I said, there's no real vim on them. Now Nicholson is starting to wake up. We're seeing the counters looking more aggressive as she jumps out to the left and throws left. Jumps out to the right and throws that right overhand as she does it as well. Nice. Jab coming out from Nicholson. Jab to the body. Tiara walking onto a left hook from Nicholson there. Better round. That was definitely a better round from Nicholson. Yeah, she's doing well there. Yeah, she's definitely come to win. She's making her think all the time. AP says, I'm not watching, but it sounds like Sky should treat her opponent like a happy marriage. Destroy mode. You are funny, AP. I missed you. Brown is trying hard. Brown won that round. I guess that was the round. Would you say Brown? You thought Brown won that? I thought Sky did better on that one. You know what? I'm not getting involved in this because the only one that does the scoring, that does it really good, is Emma Willis. I ain't getting involved. Boss man, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Yes, so here we go. We're in round number, what, 5? This fight is going extremely quick. 5 of 10. We are halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Ashley's got, I'm going to leave it on there for this round. Brown is 3-1 down. There we go. Right. Girls are in the clinch once again. Tiara now walks forward with the high guard. The shots are looking sloppy, falling over into them. She might have exuded a bit of her power early on in the rounds because now it looks like Sky is getting the better of her. The power seems to be going from Brown, and the IQ of boxing is coming in from Nicholson. Punches going into the body when they're on the inside in the clinch. I'd say that Sky's definitely on the up with this one. And she started to really throw some punches as Brown walks into a backhand from Sky, and Brown unloads the body shots. Once again, that shot never fails. She'll dip out to the right and throw like an overhand in with it. And this is the work coming in from Nicholson. Probably to throw another one on that combination as well because she's already coming forward. It'd be nice to see her get cracked with an uppercut. Ooh, bit of loading up there from Nicholson. And there's nothing more tiring than really loading up for a shot and missing. The energy that takes out of you. Eddie's looking quite happy ringside, clapping loudly when Nicholson has successes. 10 seconds left. All right, he's had a warn with Nicholson about the back of the head of Brown. More dominant here, I'd say, from Nicholson. There's more purpose, more coordination. Yeah, better work from Sky there. Brown can't handle the footwork. It will wear you out. She's constantly moving. She's constantly having to chase. That's going to tire you out, isn't it? Every time she's trying to reset after she throws shots, she's going to be tired. It tires you out. Speed is often what wins boxing, you know. And Sky's got really good footwork. Like I said, she's really under. Just because she doesn't get the knockouts, people underrate her boxing ability. She is good. Veritas Adastra, far from elite, doesn't know how to use a jab, really. Good morning to you. I have Sky 11 rounds. Yeah, living on a prayer. I thought he was going to say like a prayer then. I didn't know where that was going, Star Wars. Where is Skyliner? Yeah, she is. She's flowing really well. Comfortable, sat into it. Like I said, she seems to download the information. And look at that, the jabs there, literally getting parried every time Brown throws a jab to Sky. It's getting parried. And the body shots are coming into Nicholson. Both girls are in the clinch, but they're not bothering Sky. So she's quite tough. She looks like she's taking shots there. Because as Brown is trying to unload the shots to the body, it's not working. Nicholson is answering with her own hooks to the head of Brown. AP, I'm not putting that up on the screen. Right, here we go. We've got just over a minute left in round number 6 of 10. Another fight that potentially go the distance. I get they needed this anyway because we're starting to fill time on the card. Nice work there. There was a lovely. What's wrong with their legs? What's wrong with her? What's up with her? She hurt her shoulder. Brown sort of landed weirdly on her legs and sort of she looked like she buckled a bit. But then she walked back into the corner. The ref gave them some time and she was blinking terribly. Wonder what happened there. I wonder if Sky's going to get stoppage. This isn't the most prettiest fight to watch, if I'm honest. It's a little bit scrappy. But she's definitely more aggressive. Sky's definitely more aggressive. That overhand is just, it's never failing. Both girls in the clinch, both of them hooking to the body. Brown trying to get some uppercuts in there. Ref separates the two. Backhand comes in from Nicholson straight away. Uppercut comes in from Brown. Body shot from Brown. Backhand from Brown. Once again, the girls are in the clinch. Nicholson goes in with an overhand right in the clinch. Yeah, she didn't look good there, did she? When you get in, don't look so perfect. Go to the head, go to the body. Mm. Yeah, Frank Smith is sitting next to her, and I've messaged him earlier actually because he was supposed to jump on a live with me this week, but I didn't have to get hold of him either. He's still ignoring me. Nah, he said he will. Here he, here he is. Skylar, I knew you'd be here. Sky dominant with a jab and maintaining distance, not allowing Brown to get on the inside. Skyliner, Star Fox, cut from the same cloth. Yeah, those uppercuts aren't nice. Right, jab to the body, jab to the head, just slightly overreaching there, falling into a shot a bit as Nicholson just comfortably is able to get out the way. Both girls are clinching, to be fair. You can't even narrow it down to one. Round number 7 of 10. Brown's there trying to walk forward with her head now, throwing off the 1-2, jumping into Nicholson trying to really getting some shots on off. Nicholson comes in once again with the overhand. I think Nicholson's doing a bit of the clinching, if I'm honest. 1, 2, 3, and the third was an uppercut that comes in from Brown. She's landing that quite well. Nicholson once again holding her in the clinch. Brown getting out of it, throwing an uppercut to release the shot. Body shot comes in with the left hand from Nicholson. She's clinching Brown. The ref's not having a look at that though, is he? 1, 2, 3. These are the shots that are coming in from Brown to Nicholson. Body shots. Nicholson just pushes Brown away. Reddening on the face of Nicholson, but this is a workout. And she throws Brown throws out a right hand there, but Nicholson's able to step back and sweep to avoid that shot. 1, 2, 3. Coming in from Brown. Nicholson flicking out the jab. Brown once again walking into Sky. The clinching that's going on here. But to be fair, Brown can get out of them. Overhand left comes in from Brown. Uppercut comes in from Brown. Girls in the clinch. Sky throws in a body shot there. Holding on for a little bit there. 1, 2, 3. These are the body shots that comes in from Brown. I don't know, it just doesn't look, listen, I'm not in there getting punched up, but it doesn't look like they're really saying enough. Like she'll throw the body shots and then potentially come through the middle. I don't know. I'm not putting these comments up. I agree. We need to see that, Liam. Yeah, spot on. Yeah, she didn't look comfortable there. And if it works for a BG, it works, doesn't it? You know, Wyllie reached out to me, goes, "We've got to do this live, you know." I said, "Just let me know when you're ready." Wyllie, the MC, that is. Yeah. Cambosos next. Jeannie Lynn, good morning to you. You reckon? Right, here we go. Round number 8. Right. Once again, okay, Brown reverts to what she was doing at the beginning with her composure. Not necessarily fainting, but having those hands out, not knowing what shot she's gonna throw to try and disorientate Nicholson. As Nicholson dives into the body there with a left uppercut, a left body shot. Double jab comes out from Nicholson. Uppercut comes in from Brown. Once again, the overhand comes in from Nicholson as she moves around to the right. Uppercut once again. She's doing quite well. To be fair, the best shot that Brown's got is the uppercut, and that overhand right is the one that's coming in from Nicholson. Those are the ones that seem to be the more effective. And when I say effective, the ones that are, you know, are landing. The good thing about Sky, she's not allowing Brown to literally. Brown wants to go to town. She really wants to unload and let those shots go, but Nicholson's just not letting that happen. She's smothering the work of her. Round number 8 of 10. I don't think Brown at the moment is doing enough to win. And like I said earlier, Sky finds a way to win. And yeah, you know, to be fair, Brown is good. She's the best opponent. She's definitely the best opponent that she's faced so far. And I've watched probably all of Sky's fights. As she forces out that jab hand, uses it as a marker to throw in the backhand of hers. The hook comes into the head of Brown. 1-2 comes in from Nicholson. Round number 8 done. We've got 3 rounds left, guys. Let's go into the chat for a bit. All right. Kambosos is next. I don't think it's easy, Liam. I don't think it's easy. I think she's actually working. I think this young lady's making her work. None of them, I think I think these retirement stuff, like I said earlier on in the chat, Andrew, a lot of people were talking about that because of this announcement of the TKO thing. It seems to have caught fire when both I know that Eddie's mentioned that he's not gonna be in the game forever, and obviously Frank Smith has said that, "I'm not gonna be in it forever either." So, you know, but it's the navigation of the question. It's gives a bit of defeatist narrative for everyone to run with, for the media to run with. At the end of the day, we're dealing with here and now. Everyone's gonna retire one day, aren't they? I mean, unless you're Bob Arum. And to be fair, Frank Warren's just going stronger and stronger. But retirement does nice backhands catching the head of Nicholson there from Brown, to be fair. Round number 9 of 10. Sorry, we've got 2 rounds left. So the retirement talk, not really taking it seriously. The fact that Hearn dug his heels in and went, "You ain't gonna be able to take me on because I'm the best promoter in the world." He dug his heels in with that, and I like that. Everyone else, "Yeah, yeah, it's a really good idea, blah, blah, blah." Is it? We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We don't know. There's been rumors about um, pay with it. Nothing official's come out. We saw Dana White. I posted something on my IG where Dana White was basically saying, "Hold your horses. This is in its infancy. Let's all calm down." That's the message that I got from Dana White, which is what I'd expect from an astute um, businessman. That he runs UFC, doesn't he? He controls it, so he's not one of these that's just going to jump in head first. But his excellency, the way that he's manoeuvred his way around the sport has been phenomenal. Because, like I said, he's got his way in because he's got the cash to spend, and he's that person that you told your boyfriend not to worry about. The way that he's come in and he learns everything is, yeah, yeah, we're all friends, blah blah blah, and then he just does what he does, and yeah, and we've seen what he does. As from a fan's point of view, we're getting sport rotten. From a business point of view, if you want to look at it like that, we'll see. People might have different opinions, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Brown's all right. I don't think she's bad. Oh, this is jokes. Hold on. Listen, I know you two are. If I was to put the link, and this is a special invite to Skyliner and Star Fox, would you jump on this live now so I can see that you're two different people? Even if you want to put on balaclavas, one's got a pink one on, one's whatever, I don't care. I'm asking you the question. I challenge you, Skyliner and Star Fox. If I put that link in the chat, are you gonna jump on now? So I can prove it to myself that you're not the same person. Here we go. Last round. Hold on. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. Let's have a look and see what they're going to come out with now. I don't think Brown's done enough at all, if I'm honest, but I'm not really the one that you should be asking when it comes to scoring fights. I just say what I see. Brown has been on the front foot for the most of the fight, but like I said to you guys in the beginning, Nicholson boxes comfortably on the back foot because she's an intelligent boxer. She's a thinker. But saying that Brown has made her work this evening over there in Australia, she's made her work. This has not been a walk in the park. This has been a good, definitely a good fight for Sky. But Sky's style is very, very hard to beat because she's not easy to pin down. And when you do pin her down, like I said, she just clinches you and ties you out and then moves out the way, resets and starts again. Lovely backhand coming in. No, sorry, was that the lead hook southpaw coming in from Nicholson? We've got 1 minute left now of this fight, guys, and then we're going to be going into the main event. It is a replacement for Kambosos, so I can't say the juices are flowing for that fight, but definitely worth a watch. It looks like Brown and Nicholson are trying to go toe to toe there, but Nicholson still manages to stay out of range, but he's throwing in a one shot where we're getting Brown trying to throw in a combination of them. The girls are in the clinch. We're getting the overhands to the side of the head. There's no back of the head shots there coming in from Nicholson as she throws in her own looping left hook. Jab, backhand coming in from Brown there. Very, very scrappy at the moment. Once again, that left coming in from Nicholson. The girls are throwing in those body shots. Yeah, good fight. Yeah, good fight, but I'm gonna say that Sky's got that. Okay. Well, well, I don't know. What are you saying, guys? Who do you think's won? I don't think Tamara's won. Right. For an average boxer, Sky is exposing a lot of her contemporaries who can just march forward. No quality jab, wild swings. Hope Amanda will show her what real elite class is. She has. She's really good. She's good on the back foot. I like it. Skyline has made me smile with that comment. Star Fox is saying Nicole needs to give Brown his nickname. Brown sauce hits hard. Skyliner. Sorry, Andrew, I prefer the caramel skinned curvy girls. Thank you, Skyliner. Shout out to all the caramel curvy girls. Shout out to all of you. We love you. Yeah, she's trying to shoulder charge Sky, definitely. She gets a 10 forever. Yeah, I'll have that. Star Fox, no. I haven't listened to that, but I can imagine. Mrs. Riakpo. I will never escape the rumors, will I? We're going through a separation at the moment, so, you know, mediation. I'll have to ghost you harder than the midnight train because it's the same person. Don't apologize. Yeah, Brand's major problem is she telegraphs so poorly. You can see exactly what she's going to do. Yeah. Oh God, Nina Hughes. Yeah, she got threw the towel in. Can't remember what round it was, but Shanika got the deserved win. Um, see, oh Skylar, see, obviously one of you's going to be up for it and the other one won't be because you're the same person. 7-4 to Sky. Yeah, I'd probably say more. Yeah, give it to Madonna. It can't be a draw. Yeah, let's have a listen. What we're saying, guys. 96, 90, 96, 94 to Nicholson. First judge. Oh, 96, 94 for Brown. We've got splitters. 97, 93. Have I missed something? Have I missed something? I need to go on a I need to go on a scoring course. I don't think she did enough. Am I having this? Guys, in the chat, let me know. Guys, let me know in the chat what I've missed, please. Hold on, I've got to get. Hold on a minute. Uh, guys, let me know in the chat what I've missed because I thought, Scott, listen, I'm not a fan. I've got no bias, no loyalty to either of the girls. What? Who's Robert Bridges? Where's he from? I'm a bit gobsmacked. Hold on a minute. Oh, look. Alright, yeah, she was throwing a lot of you can't like me and say that, Andrew. I've got to put that on because of the super chat. Thank you for the £5. You know when someone gives you like a backhanded slap? No, I don't think so. I do like Eddie. Absolutely. I do like Matchroom. I do like Frank Warren. I do like Queensbury. Um, but yeah, thanks for the fiver. I've got no horse in this race, so I don't know. Did you have? Did you have Brown winning this? I've got to go back in the chat. Andrew, are you drunk? Because your comments have got like increasingly got a little bit insultive. Yeah, she was aggressive. I did say about the clinching. Ooh. Let's have a look. Jonathan is saying Brown did some great work smothering Sky in the second half. I've been feeling the vibes with you and Johnny Nelson so much for the Matchroom love. Listen, people see what they want to see, Mr. S. They do, and they're entitled to. But he's give a fiver. So I've got to read out his comment. But I'll always let everyone have their opinion. Absolutely. You're entitled to it. But the thing is, Andrew is here with us. So if he's here with us, he can't hate me that much. And he's giving me money. So he can't hate me even more. Wow. I don't know. I don't think she did enough. But she clearly did. Sky needs to learn how to fight on. Hold on, let me hear what she says. Hold on. The interview's on. All right, okay. She's praising God at the moment. We'll come back when she talks about the boxing. No, you gotta let him have it, AP. Let him have it. I was saying that Sky wasn't in showing enough ring gen. Andrew, you wasn't just saying that. You were saying that my head is in. Did you say my head is in Eddie's lap? That's really that's terrible. You were telling me not to turn out like Coogan, and then you just thought you put a fiver in there just to make it sound nicer. I love YouTube. I love it. I'm never getting off this space ever. Clearly they didn't. So BG saying that Sky's got too complacent, could have easily won. Tinker, how you doing? Yeah, you did miss it. Brown won. Leave my Andrew. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Skyliner and Star Fox, albeit they're the same person, are my guys. They're the originals. We don't really insult each other that much on here. Everybody, can we send some peaceful vibes to Andrew? Because he's clearly very angry today. I don't know if he's missed his morning coffee or wherever he is in the world. It could be a nighttime snack. Has the dinner not been made? Andrew is very, very angry today. Andrew, relax. Relax. Well, that's the issue with Sky style. As much as it can be hard to beat, but if you throw and be active against her, you'll get the decision, and that's what's happened. I can't argue with it. I just didn't think, well, yeah. You know what? Let me watch it back. Because like I said, I can't, I'm not good at scoring, and that's why I don't do it. Emma Willis usually does the scoring, and she's not been here today. But with the aggression, I did say that she was definitely the more aggressive fighter. You know what, Andrew? You're right. Hate is such a strong word. It is. And really, if you hated me, you wouldn't be here with me today, would you? Johnny, he runs from me more times, Star Fox. I have to literally try and pin him down because he says things off camera, and then when I switch, like people are like obviously all the media's around, and he says things off camera, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, did you get that on camera? It's comedy gold." But I hadn't switched it on yet, and then when I switch the camera on, he tries to change the subject. He does it all the time. If there was like a constant camera running with Johnny Nelson and it would be hilarious. Yeah, she definitely did want it, definitely. Oh, you think he loves me? He paid to tell me. Nice extra for the one-stop shopping One Stop. Do you go there? You know, if any of you see you know what? I've had a couple people when I've been at fights that have come over and said hello. I always get a bit worried about the ones that ask for selfies though, because you don't know what they're doing with them. But anyway, if that was you and you were genuine, sorry, I'm just a bit paranoid. Sometimes I will say no. One Stop, you're local. Ah, big fan of Sky. She's a local girl, but she definitely didn't get it this time. What we've got a bit of split opinions in here, and to be fair, this is what I like about our channel. Because of I don't know if it's the way because of I am or how we are together, as a collectible, we've all got different opinions, and I like that because it makes for good conversations in the chat. I think Andrew to be fair to Andrew, Andrew may be anti-Matchroom and he wanted Brown to win for the sake of it, and I get that because that's what boxing's like, isn't it? You want just because you don't like a certain person, you might want another person to win. I get that, and all opinions are welcome here. I can take it just as much as I can give it, but I don't like you lot going at each other. That's when Mumsy will step in and say, "Stop it, Ernie." Ernie screw facing Brown for breaking his lady's heart. You said she was moving too much. You wouldn't come on camera, Star Fox Skyliner. No, I'm definitely honestly, mate, takes a lot to go over my head. Like I said, I'm here online live. If I cannot take comments from the public on the sport, that common denominator that we all love the sport, I'm in the wrong business. You can say what you like, mate. I'm not putting that off. I can't. I'm really bad at scoring. I'll name this account later. Shout out to you. Jonathan said this is a huge win for Brown, but an either win for overtime boxing. That's where I've seen the Brown stuff before. What an entrance from them into the boxing game. I need to do some more work on overtime. I've seen some of their stuff because they collaborate with DAZN, but I don't really know about their stable of fighters. Jay Lanks, how you doing? Ain't seen you for a minute. Funny. I thought Sky snatched it on my scorecard, but it was a close fight. No, it's not a robbery. I'm just shocked, and I don't like to use that word robbery. Do you know what I mean, Andrew? The damage is done now. You've hurt my ego. How am I going to cope? How am I going to cope, Andrew? You paid me to be nasty. Peace and love, yes. You think, okay, see what I mean? Veritas is saying Brown not good to hold the belt, so better rematch and get the bag. We'll see. She ain't gonna have a rematch. I don't know. I don't know. I've got to watch. I will watch this fight back. It's quite interesting down there. Oh, Worcester. Oh, you're in Worcestershire now. It's all right for some, isn't it? I still go to One Stop. I'm still there quite frequently, getting my Caribbean food for dinner, my Caribbean vegetables. You know what? With that, oh no, and with that, I don't tend to ask anybody about sexual relationships. I don't, because what you do in your private life, it's up to you. So I've never been interested in it. I don't care if I'm honest. What they do is down to them. I'm not bothered about that. I just want to hear about the structure of the business and the fights. Um, I'm not interested in, fighters', private life. Even with, like, the Richard Riakporhe with Madonna stuff, not interested, you know? And to be fair, we did say that she was definitely more aggressive, and Sky was kept on clinching her, which I say I'm surprised the ref didn't warn her about that. Um, but, when it's like a marginal outstanding win, that's what I was expecting. Yeah. And I would have thought she would have had a home advantage as well, but clearly not. Shout out to the judges. Sportsmaster, these competitive female fights are hard to score. You could go either way for a lot of them normally, and that's why this is where the 3-minute round argument comes into it, doesn't it? People are saying that, we wanna see more because of this. Um, Watch it back, Tinker, seriously. I'd say watch it back. Don't rely don't rely on me. Do not rely on me for scores. It'd be the worst thing you did in your life. So Jonathan's saying, "I naturally thought that Sky would be up around into the fight. She got gifted an award for the Maurizio, uh, mm, she got gifted an award from Maurizio minutes before the fight in the changing room 2024 fight of the" Yes! That was on socials, wasn't it? Yeah, distractions. Chris has also said, like somebody else has said in the chat, "I can see a rematch happening, to be honest, and we'll say more about Nicholson too, because if a rematch happens, she would need to be more active." Apparently, Hearn said she fought a Brown fight there. Okay, well, at least he's honest. Geez, Red, imagine watching Nicholson fight back. I'd rather he True. Why would you wanna ask Nelson about his missus during your stolen premiere in moments? Why? Yeah, and she thought she could beat Amanda Serrano. You know what? Go to Twitter, 'cause you think the see, the thing is with Amanda, I've met Amanda before, and I tell you what, she's so pro the ladies in the sport. I spoke with Amanda and Jake Paul when they just started out, when they fought, Katie Taylor in the UK, and I was thinking, "No, I bet she ain't gonna talk to me." And I was like, "Oh, could I?" And she was like, "Yeah, of course, woman in the sport. Yeah." Blah, blah, blah. So I did get to speak to Amanda Serrano, and I was the only one that got a one-to-one with Jake Paul, and he was sort of telling me how he got into boxing and stuff. This was years ago, but like I said, when they fought in the UK for the first fight. Was it did they fight in the UK? Well, the press conference was in the UK. They might have fought in America, I can't remember. But Amanda Serrano, have a look on X because she might throw out a subliminal. And now they've got Alicia Baumgardner as well. Alicia Baumgardner, so marketable. They're gonna I think that's such an epic move for Alicia. You're saying Sky will probably win the rematch. Sky will probably win, but the rematch should be in the US, not in, Australia. I'm not interested. Not interested. So, but I'm happy as it humbled Sky fans, as I didn't like the waffle about her beating, um, Serrano. Yes, Andrew, what why do you think I put Andrew, we had a whole speech at the beginning just as the live started. I thought you were loyal. I thought you were here as soon as that ticker started on the timer. Yes, unfortunately, we lost him, early it was 3 a.m. when we got the news in the UK, so he classed as passing away on Friday in the US. When's the Fundora fight, iffy? He's another and his sister's nasty as well, to be fair. Amanda done good at getting into the promoting with Jake. I think they're gonna lead women's boxing for the next 10 years, hopefully. Um, the thing is, Mr. S, I've been going on about Netflix getting involved in boxing for ages, for years. before this actually happened, and I look, I don't know what's gonna happen because I ain't got a crystal ball. Hold on. 10 bells. Wait there. Rest in peace. Right, apologies. Just had to let the bells go there for the late, great George Foreman that we lost the early hours of Saturday morning. Netflix inboxing, I do think I was saying about the TKO thing. One of the things that Dana White said when somebody asked him at the UFC is he said that they still need basically broadcasting. Where could they possibly go with this new league? People saying, "Oh, potentially DAZN, potentially ESPN, Top Rank, etc., etc." Don't write off Netflix because the amount of subscribers that are on Netflix, if they set up like a channel, like for the boxing or an event just for the boxing, it don't write off Netflix is all I'm saying. And I've been rabbiting on about them for ages. Well, Andrew, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable missing the first part of my life. 4 AM, no, no, oh, no, I'm not doing it, no. I'll be doing highlights, no. Foreman was before my time, but from the clips that I've watched, and dad showed me he was a puncher. Yeah, he was. You can watch a lot of his highlights online, to be fair. It's very odd that not one YouTube boxing. There might have been, but I haven't been told anything. But the thing is, with like my content, it's not very gossip orientated. Um, if that's the case, if they are in a relationship, it's just come out and say it. But it's just not. It's not a topic that I'm interested in. Cambosos has not been impressive when I've watched him particularly. I don't rate him, but again, his style ended up beating Teofimo, and Teofimo hates those styles. Yeah, I agree. Just, I mean, what's the benefit? It's a bit of gossip, isn't it? It's a bit but what's the actual benefit? Yeah, I'm not bothered. You reckon he's a one-hit wonder? Mr. S follows straight in, manufactured. Should never have got the win against Selby. Yeah, that's what he's known for. The grills. Another upset with this one. If you put money on this, gamble away, guys. Gamble responsibly. A mere 10 years younger than me, Andrew. Pretty sure someone did ask, but Hearn ignored it. No, it isn't. It's not. It's not because a lot of people would have done. I don't think that was kept quiet. But like I said, it was something that I really don't think that was kept quiet. But it's just like something that nobody wasn't really bothered about. It's just not. So what? You know? Yeah, I was about to say, go and watch some of his fights on here. Foreman wasn't just any puncher. You can compare, and quite rightly so. He had two careers as well. I think, how long did he have a layoff for? Was it something like 10 years? I can't remember now. But he's had two careers. Yeah, because if you're out there in the spotlight and you're really famous, you're a multimillionaire, people know who you are. You're under a microscope, aren't you? And just as much people that like you, there's going to be the equal amount, maybe even more that dislike you. So they'll look for any little chink in your armor to try and bring you down with it. That's just the way it goes. You just can't. You can't take things seriously. If you're not paying me, I don't really care. Doesn't really matter, does it? Christopher Anthony, big up George Foreman. Rumble in the jungle will live forever, and the grills are goated. Oh, Punk Pop not dead. He definitely isn't. I was going to play some Spandau Ballet on some of my reels because I like Spandau Ballet. Also, I like Echo and the Bunnymen as well. There's some 80s classics. Obviously, I like Newman, all the rest of it. But yeah, there are 3 one-stops in Worcester, at least 3. There are one-stops in Worcester, at least 3. No, mate, you if you say my money is on Cambosos, but my other acca, let's go winning on the upset. Interesting. I don't know anything about him. What do you know about him? Tinker. Yeah, I knew about him. Yeah, and that is good. Eubank Junior versus Hearn, and that's actually part of the boxing. That's part of the build-up, isn't it? So yeah, you can ask questions about that. 'Cause that's part of a fight that's going to happen, you know, which is very soon. So it's creeping up on us nicely, isn't it? Yeah, it's a massive one stop. It's got all sorts. It's got a gym in there, all different food shops. It's got an indoor market, Costa, bread, got everything in there. Yeah, like a little mini shopping complex. That's on the just the edge of Handsworth. I think it's Pro Bar, isn't it? It's coffee is cold. I have to have 2 coffees in the morning. Not allowed to have any more than that because otherwise I'm on the ceiling. I've been up since like 3 a.m. this morning, not been back to sleep, and we are here. What time is it now? 11:15. So what's this going to go on to about what, quarter to? As soon as this comes off, we'll log off anyway. I might be live tomorrow. Don't know. That's up in the air. This week, Wednesday, I should be in Manchester for the press conference for Pat Brown's debut. I think I might have mentioned that already. There is some misfit stuff going on. I don't know if I'm going there. I have got Frank Warren in a queue. Hopefully, I can get him on a Zoom. Not a live, it'll just be like an online stuff with Frank. I am trying to get Frank Smith on, and hopefully that will be the usual Q&A live that I do with Frank Smith. So I'll try and get you guys some content. I have done some content with Peter Fury last week, and his fighter from Holland, Gradus Kraus. Keep an eye on him as well. Nice. I've watched him spar a few times. A good kid, interesting. Keep an eye out for him. He's fighting on the GBM show on Friday, the 4th of April. I do want to try and get down to Eastside Boxing Gym to speak to Shaq and Pitters. I want to also get into BCB Gym to speak to Tyler Denny as well, because April we seem to have a lot of fights week after week in the UK. So I'll be out and about then as well. So for those of you that are whinging about my content again, I'm going to be out and about, I promise. AP, is that because you're frightening them? I said that, BG. We've all had a George Foreman grill at some point in our lives. Mad. I bet the shares in that are going to go up in it. Oh no, is it that bad? Sometimes it's like that. The reception where I live, it's terrible. Oh right, okay. So the whole car's postponed. That's fine. Do you also think that Eubank Junior looks more fragile now? Not not even because getting knocked out, maybe the weight drain, age, and lack of dedication. I bet him. Oh, you put some money on him losing by KO. We'll have to see, won't we? I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I want to see the fight because of obviously the family history, isn't it? My reasons are selfish. But we're going into the last fight. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, who knows? But what I do know is that I'm Abs of October Red, and you have joined our watch along. And this is the fight, the last fight of the night. I am surprised at the result of the previous fight, but I've got to watch it back. And those of you that have been with me from the beginning know that I'm absolutely pants at judging because I don't know how to judge, and I've never ever hidden that. But yeah, Brown is now the new WBC champion. I wonder if there'll be a rematch. That's something that we've been discussing in the chat. But now we're on to this main event. Kambosos is fighting Wyllie, a late replacement. Get my words out. That's me jittering from the coffee. Will this go the distance? I don't know. I really do not know much about Wyllie, but clearly he's come to fight. A couple of people have got their opinions on Kambosos. We'll see how it goes, but whatever your opinion is, he has done bits for the sport down under. We've got those names that are starting to come through. You're starting to get countries that are known for boxing, and Australia and New Zealand definitely are one of them. Also, don't really hear much about it in a lot of other European countries, etc. But Oz and New Zealand aren't doing too bad, and it's nice to see them in the game. Saying that, Wylie's just thrown out a double jab to the face of Kambosos as he comes back with his own hook as a counter. Both of the guys fighting for the centre of the ring. Definitely say Wylie's not come here to get a check and lie on the floor and give up. We've got 41 seconds left of round number 1 of 12. A fight that potentially could go the 12 rounds. If that's the case, we've got 36 minutes. We've got 36 minutes minimum more of me on your screen. So get involved in the chat. You know what we do. We like to debate. We like to discuss things. Except, you know, intimate relationships, because I'm not bothered about that. But I'll tell you what I will ask though. A nice hook coming in there, some nice counters, uppercut and left hook. Wyllie throws back. But Kambosos is really nice on the counter. We've got some swelling to the left eye of Wyllie as he walks back into his corner with a wry smile on his face. Kambosos takes a seat, and round 1 is finished. Anyway, I was saying that I don't do gossip, but please feel free to put in the chat why you like gossip. What fuels you about it, and why do we need to bring personal situations as such into the boxing world? And I can say that as a hypocrite because one of the main targets for Chris Eubank Jr. That's been highlighted and maybe has a bit of bearing because he's been there in his career is obviously his relationship with his father. We are all asking the same question of him. Will your dad be there? You know, he's getting questions asked on his own YouTube channel. So I get it. But is that more, that holds more relevance with the fight is what I'm getting at. But please feel free, like I said, to put your reasons, why you like a bit of gossip, why that tickles your fancy. Here we go into round number 2. Wyllie takes the centre of the ring. Kambosos is on the back foot. Kambosos showing some nice work with the counters here, which I like. 1, 2, 3. Nice jab there from Wyllie. Seems to be some reddening on the face of Kambosos, probably from those jabs that are coming in from Wyllie, who dons the light blue shorts. Kambosos seen with the glittery gold name around his belt, white and gold his colour. Nice lovely hook again to the face of Wyllie as a counter from Kambosos. The ref pulls in to separate the two, asking them to break several times. Both fighters are in the corner there. Beautiful double jab from Wyllie. Nice wide stance. That guard hand kept up to protect that chin of his, and this is Wyllie. As Kambosos has one hand under his chin, the lead hand kept low. The jab goes into the body from Wyllie to Kambosos, who walks forward and aims once again to get in with the counter. Kambosos holding the arm of Wyllie as Wyllie uses his left hand to try and put some work into the body and the side of the head of Kambosos before the ref separates the two. Like I said, I'm not judging, guys, because I'll just get it wrong. Let's just talk. Let's just talk. I'll talk you through it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk you through it. The jab comes in once again. Nice jab. This Wyllie kid's got a nice jab. Jab. 1, 2. This is Wyllie. That lead hand low as he flicks out the jab, looping hook there from Kambosos. As he flicks out the jab once again. Nice, lovely 1, 2, 3. The power on the third hook that came in on the third shot from Kambosos. He goes in, throws a hook to the body. Wyllie then throws a hook to the body, hook to the head, and ref once again separates the two. Ref clearly not a fan of clinching. The jab comes in from Kambosos. A double jab comes back from Wyllie. Battle of the jabs. Just briefly, in a moment for these guys. A lead backhand from Wyllie as Kambosos moves off the back foot to get away from the ropes. Nice step-in feint there from Wyllie. Nice jab coming in from Kambosos. A 1, 2, sort of like a screw shot on the 2 there from Kambosos. That was nice. Jab to the body from Kambosos. Feints from Wyllie as the clappers go 1, 2, 3. They're coming in from Kambosos. 1, 2 comes in from Wyllie. Clowning him a bit there. That was a nice end to the round. Right, let's have a look. Ben will be more aggressive, but could be the downfall as the fight goes on, as Eubank has gone distance at 160. Okay. One part of saying I'm okay with the Brown win, I did 5 rounds each. Fine. Eubank better at 168 for me. Don't understand him fighting at 160. Payday. You want my payday. Andrew saying some good punches from Kambosos towards it. Andrew, I need you back on the constructive feedback again, Andrew. I don't need you to be nice now. I need you to get personal. You were balancing out the chat. I get it, we can't all be sunshine and flowers. Even though I admire that comment, Andrew, I need a bit of balance. So please resume. I want that Andrew that hasn't had his coffee yet or something else, because I know that sometimes men get really pent up, don't they? They get aggressive. It's not just women that climb on the roof. Sorry, back to boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, I'm on Abs of October Red. This is the Kambosos Jr. versus Wyllie. It's the headline fight of Matchroom Down Under. We are in round number 3 of 12. As per usual, the chat has been absolutely fabulous. It's Saturday morning. I'm sure you've all got housework, cleaning, shopping, washing the car, mowing the lawn. I don't know, whatever. Recovery from last night. But you are here with me as we do this watch along. So it is, as per usual, very, very appreciated. I've even had a super chat as well from the lovely Andrew, and I've got to give a shout out to Andrew. He's the only one that's done a super chat today. That's very kind of you. These guys getting into a bit of a wrangle tangle now. I've got to get back on the comms as we go into, I don't know, 1 minute, 45 seconds left of round number 3. I've been told that my reception's a bit scatty. I do apologise for that. My internet can be a bit weird. Sometimes it cuts off. I hope it doesn't do that today. So I do need to apologise for my reception while broadcasting. Let's have a look at the boys. We can see Wyllie just looking to throw that jab out. Kambosos is doing quite a good job slipping that jab, but no slip and counter. Just slipping the jab and waiting as he goes from the jab to the chest. A hook to the body, a hook to the head, and a hook to the body as a follow-up, as a double jab comes out from Wyllie. Wyllie forward on aggressive on the front foot, but saying that Kambosos jumps into his shot, throws a 1, 2, 3, throws a jab back as well. The jab from Wyllie now seems to be just slightly off. It's not catching him how it was. The timing of Kambosos has clearly gone off. Like I said, we're in round number 3, 12. He's downloaded the info. He didn't know he was fighting him for the other day. So he's going to be potentially instinctively fighting. He's not trained for this guy. But he's good. He's not too bad. A feint and a hook to the body from Kambosos, jab to the head, and a counter. What Kambosos is all right with his counters. You can lead, but you can also counter nicely as well. And the countering's always, like, instinctive, isn't it? I do like to see counter punchers because it's like, "You hit me, I'm gonna hit you harder." I like counter punching from fighters. Right, I actually can't predict the Eubank, versus Ben. Eubank Jr. should win, as he's more natural at the weight, but got KO'd by Smith, the smaller man. I honestly don't know and won't be shocked by both outcomes. Okay, yeah, I can see that. This is what I want from Cambosos, more active punch. He's a lovely counter puncher. No, Star Fox, we're not doing that. I think, Eubank wins. This is from Tinker. Ben fights emotionally. Do you think it's like that's what seals this fight, Tinker? Cambosos should be too much for Wyllie, and I agree. Ben needs to keep emotions in place in the ring. I thought he was more composed in the Piers Morgan broadcast that they did. I saw a more composed Ben there. Hughes was robbed versus Kambosos. It should, it should, but it's not, is it? Wyllie, Wyllie. Right, hold on. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. Mr. S, I'll answer that first. Right, we're going into round number 4 of 12. Potentially, this could go the distance. Got some reddening on the shoulders of Wyllie. Just sometimes these fighters, they get, they're not warm enough or whatever it is. Angles are different. They end up getting injured in the fights. But to be fair, that just might be a shadow. Don't think it is necessarily reddening of his shoulder. It's just a shadow. Maybe I need to get back to Specsavers. Right, both of the guys battling for the centre of the ring. Some nice head movement from Kambosos, but nice head movement from Wyllie as he feints to get in as well. Nice work there. He feinted like he was going to throw the jab, but through the backhand. It caught Kambosos nicely. He didn't counter off the back of that, making the fighter think. Moving around to the right, not using straight lines as well. Diagonal movements coming in here from Wyllie as he throws a backhand and a left uppercut. Double jab, and Kambosos comes back with the counter. Jab comes in from Kambosos. Jab once again from Kambosos. Just short there. Wyllie tries to throw back his own jab, but just short of the face of Kambosos. I like the way that he's able to move and evade the shots that come in. But saying that the sweeping backhand from Wyllie there, just sweet. Caught him there. So we got double jab once again. I do like the way that Wyllie feints to get inside, but Kambosos comes back with a 1-2-3 as he comes in. Jab, body, jab, head, jab, body from Kambosos. Overhand there comes in from Wyllie. 1-2 from Kambosos once again. Jab, nice, lovely stiff jab from Kambosos there. Do like that. When you throw that jab with purpose and it stings, it's how you cut people's faces open. Sting, pop that jab out. Pop as he throws that 1-2. I do like a nice jab. Boxing, 1-2-3. The guy's getting into a little bit of a wrangle tangle as Wyllie slips under the shots and makes Kambosos punch air a couple of times. Round's done. Right, let's have a look. Let's go back to the chat. Mr. S, have you been interviewing No, I haven't done anything with him. A live you did with him changed my view of him. He's very humorous, and I haven't. He has reached out, but our schedules just haven't fit. We will do something maybe in the future, but I haven't done anything for a while with Gaz. Like, with, Nigel Farage, and he says, "Boring. Liar." Love is inferior. Not all men are aggressive. Yeah, saying that. Uh, actually, I don't, Andrew, and this is what I'm saying, you don't join in at the lives at the beginning. You accuse me of being in Eddie Hearn's lap and pay me for that accusation, and now you're telling me that I like men submissive. I actually don't. No. So, on all counts, Andrew, you are wrong. I need sound effects machine on this. The threes on a Saturday with Red as a soundtrack. Yeah, that but was it an elbow or was it like a hook and the elbow caught the end of it? I was there, I watched that. Terrible injury. And Eubank just got straight back up, that fighting instinct when he should have stayed down a little bit longer. And that's the thing I like about Eubank, both of the boys, Eubank and Ben, they're natural fighters, aren't they? It's one of them. Oh my god. We've got another one there. Hold on. No, we can't tell you that, Mesut, because she didn't. The American won it. The American won. She took the belt. Yes. Punk Pops is saying, "No disrespect to Wyllie, but Cambosos should be dealing with this lad better if he's still world class." Oh no, look at this one. September Red, will you sign my microwave? Hi, I'm so desperate to get your attention. You've got my attention now. Got my attention. I can't I try and take people seriously, but I can't. I'm sorry. I wanna take you seriously, but I just can't. And you know what they say, because I don't even know what your name is, because His Excellency, well, I mean, I don't think you are. I can't take you seriously, and I know you might wanna hurt my feelings and make me feel stupid, but it just doesn't work like that with me. But I'll let you keep commenting in the chat because it keeps it busy and it helps the algorithm. It helps the channel to get out there. Sorry I missed that. I should have seen that earlier. Can you break that down for me, Mr. S? You've lost me now. Oh, oh. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I won't be doing anything in the shower or in the toilets on live. Sorry. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Did you see that girl on the one that was in Harry Potter? You know, the one that wrote him a love potion. I know this is off topic, and if you're new here, this might aggravate you, but I do it sometimes when I'm watching the fights, and sometimes I switch off, even though this is getting a bit lively. 1-2 coming in there from Kambosos. Wylie's throwing back. The power you can see that Kambosos is trying to let off in these shots. He's definitely looking to try and stop this guy. But the thing is, when you load up or when you're going for those power shots, you slow down. The best way to get somebody is to relax so they don't see it coming. You load up, there's facial expressions, there's you can little twitches, you can see it. If you're clever, you'll know it's coming, you can slip and then counter. Then it could be night night. But anyway, yeah, there was a girl that was in Harry Potter, and she wrote Harry Potter love potion. I love Harry Potter, by the way, because I've been watching those for years. She's now got OnlyFans, and it was put on IG, and what was quite entertaining was the comments. One of them was, I think it says -20 points to Gryffindor. Just have a look. I can't. You'll see it. I don't know, but I think she's doing OnlyFans because people think when you do OnlyFans, it's all motivation for obviously sexual content, but you can actually do like fitness, and I think she's doing like hair tutorials or something. I don't know, but yeah, I digress. I know I'm random. I know I'm random. Right, let's get back to the fight. We are in round number 6 already. Where'd the time go? Have I talked through 2 rounds maybe? Right, Wyllie on the front foot as we go into round number 6. Cambosos just knocks him off balance there with that left hook to the head of Wyllie. Kambosos there comes forward, sweeping nice the way he circled that hand, then popped out that jab. Wyllie trying to get his own jab off here. 1-2 coming in from Kambosos. 1-2 from Wyllie. Sweeps in with the hook, but Kambosos sees it coming, moves out of the way. The ref separates the two as Kambosos ends up on the ropes there. Not in no real discomfort as Wyllie marches forward, throwing in the body shots. Close encounter there. He gets a hit at the back of the head. The ref gives him a warning. You understand me? Gets a warning. I do like the Australian accent. Here we go. Wyllie in the centre. Takes the centre of the ring. Double jab. They're pushing back Kambosos once again. Kambosos flinching. And this is because of the feints that Wyllie's doing. Feints are just another thing that's underrated as well. As he gets Wyllie with Kambosos with a couple of combinations, including the uppercut. Kambosos on the inside throws in the body shots. The ref is not letting them sit on the ropes whatsoever. He's separating the two. Sorry, I thought Tinker Table was saying it's wrong that the kids from Harry, I saw HP and then I saw HMP and then I thought of the OnlyFans comment and I'm going to go off on one again. I don't know. I do this. We're not doing this. You said Harry Potter, not HMP, not Her Majesty's. But okay, we're not doing this. Right, let's get back in it. We have got just under a minute left of round number 6 of 12 because obviously there's been a bit of scandal with the lady officers in the prisons. Here we go. Kambosos there throws out a leaping hook. 1-2. As Wyllie comes back with his own. Both of them toe to toe, going at it. Hooked head. Both of them head hunting here. I want to see some body work. Or maybe throw in that uppercut on the inside. Just under 30 seconds left of round number 6 of 12. See the feints, because it causes Kambosos to just think, what's he going to do? Or would you slip under that counter? It's when you see the boxing brain coming in from the fighters, isn't it? That quick thinking. 1-2 coming in from Kambosos as he throws a 1-2 double hook to the head of Wyllie as he walks back into the corner. Oh, as long as you're not doing it while listening to my voice, Mr. S, because I might find that a little bit disturbing. Yeah, he's forcing the shots. Good round for Wyllie. Trent TV. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. Good morning to you. I don't think I've seen your comments in the chat, but welcome. A warm welcome to you. Warm welcome to everybody. Get involved in the chat. I've got the best subscribers, and I've definitely got the best conversations in this chat. And it keeps me occupied. I see the different types of comments in here. It makes me laugh. Yeah, and we've covered that. We've covered that one. You said Harry Potter, not the other one. The ref is very strict. Definitely very strict. Last minute opponents, iffy. This really should be going on. Cambosos is meant to make a statement. Last minute opponents. Raymond, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're okay. I see you pop up now and again. It might have been on a couple of the conversations that I've had, but good to see you. Hope you're all good. Round number 7 of 12. As Wyllie has that nice wide stance, that feint of that lead hand as he goes into try and throw a lead hook and a backhand. Kambosos nice with the counters, but Wyllie's staying in there. He's a good opponent, to be fair. I hope these guys, that Palacio and this Wyllie, I really hope they come again. And maybe they get to fight other than in Australia as well, because they've both put up, decent fights here. I need to go on. You know what I'm going to do while this round is going on? Let me have a look and just see what's happened on X. If anything's happened with, I just want to hear if anybody said anything. Right, okay. Caroline DeBois tweeted, I had Tiara winning by a landslide. Commentary was extremely biased. But commiserations to Sky Nicholson. I think this would give her the fire to come back better and be better. I do see Sky being a world champ again. That's from Caroline Dubois. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Right, DAZN have put up the win from Tiara. Okay, people, I thought for a second she was going to get robbed. Somebody's posted up their winnings on bets. She was in great shape, consistent pressure all night, landing great wide hooks to the body, deserved. Somebody else says, no clue whether the judge had it 96-94 for Sky. She should have been docked for the excessive hugging, which is what I've said, and sent straight back. Oh my God, no, I won't be I'm not reading that. Tiara's just proves why she is champion. Somebody's put that, don't put them in there with the champ, Katie Taylor, saying that they think that she could lose. Both of them would lose against someone like them. Now, Michael Bucker's just put up a picture of him with George Foreman 35 years ago. Wow, beautiful picture. Yeah, sorry, I just had to check on there. I did say I wanted to have a look and see what X was thinking about it. So basically, from what X thinks about it, never listen to me. Kambosos is forcing it, is getting caught, which isn't a good sign for a state. These last-minute opponents, that's what I'm saying to you. Andrew's saying this is more competitive than it should have been. What do we know about Wyllie, though? Have we done any homework on him? Right, my action plan for my next watch-along is to study the opponents more. I've got to do this. I've asked Frank Warren if I can go on his commentary team. He said he'll ask for Box Nation, right? No, it hasn't happened yet. No, I don't know if he's asked. It doesn't come across as somebody that would lie. So I just reckon he hasn't got time to visit the world champions. I need to do my homework because I need to be able to lay out everything about both fighters. I've got to do that. So that's my action plan for myself for our next watch along. Well, to be fair, I didn't. That's why I says I'm not listening to the commentary. I was posting what I was talking on what I could see. Iffy, there's no way you can listen to that commentary. No way. Right, we're in round number 8 of 12. Kambosos Jr. versus Wyllie, and I know I keep saying it, but he is a last minute opponent. He is doing quite well in there. He clearly knows how to box and navigate himself around the ring. I like the use of his feints. He's got a nice way of feinting to get on the inside. And when he does get on the inside, he does follow up. He doesn't just feint, get inside, pause, and wait to get countered. He follows through with his shots, which is nice. Kambosos has been showing some nice counter punching as well. Looking at the positives from him, he's been slipping some of the shots that Wyllie's put to him, avoided some shots that if they'd got him on the sweet spot could have got him into a bit of trouble. However, you know, the general consensus from the chat, and I can't really say anything because I don't know anything about Wyllie. They're basically saying that Kambosos, he should have done more. He should be doing more. He should have been stopped already. Did did you say that you voted on an upset? Voted? Did you say you put some money on an upset for this one? I can't remember what you said. There's been so much chatting in. It's been quite delightful, to be fair, for a Saturday morning. Been very active in here. I'm impressed. Right, let's have a look. 1 minute left. Once again, Wyllie is dominant in the centre of the ring. Kambosos fights for his position in the centre of the ring. Once again, flicks out the jab. No, low hands from him. Got low hand flick out of the jab from Kambosos, but we've got like not a high guard, a comfortable guard. Little bit of peekaboo there. from Wyllie. 1-2 coming in from Kambosos. 1-2 comes back from Wyllie. Cambosos just slips a shot, takes any sting out of any potential power that could have come in from that 1-2 from Wyllie. The ref's not having him on the ropes at all. Anytime they get on the ropes, he's separating them. There is no get comfortable on the ropes. Nice counters once again, both of the guys toe to toe. Head hunting, nice shots coming in from the inside from both guys. Round 8 done. 4 left. Well, let's have a look. What are you saying? On my current one, it's Brown winning and okay, Nicholson winning, upset by one. Oh, so you played it safe then. So you quid's in either way, unless there's a draw. Clever. Hold on. Let me see if I can find Amanda Serrano's tweet. Shout out to Danny from Fight Fan TV. He stated, boom, and there you have it. And the new one judge had it exactly like me, 97-93 to Tiara Brown. Okay. Even some of the commentary admitted after that they were potentially being biased. Random tweet that's just popped up. Don't follow this person, but I do like it. It says, I miss those days. If you couldn't rap, you didn't. Slightly off topic. You know, my head's like, right, let me try and find. I need to try and find Amanda Serrano. See if she says anything. She put it's valuable. Probably times it. They're going to be asleep now. Right, shout out to Ring IQ Boxing Talk. It says, oh wow, the hometown curse strikes again. Yeah, I do like his stuff actually. Jolie put in there. Close fight could have gone either way. I thought both looked really poor and sloppy, if I'm honest. I feel silly for thinking this guy could beat Serrano after watching that. And Amanda, okay. Ring IQ says, "Oh, I never said, I never had Sky beating Amanda. Amanda by KO, or technical knockout, was always my pick. Sky doesn't crack hard enough or throw enough for Amanda. Amanda would never wear her out like a pair of J's." Amanda Serrano replies, "Lol," with bare hands. So she was up. She was up. So yeah. Thought she might have said something, but nah, she's kept it classy. Yeah, she kept it classy. Doing well though, that most valuable promotion is absolutely epic. Yeah, nothing new on X. I just wanted to see her weighed in. Okay. No, he's not going to get a stoppage, is he? And look at his face, he's busted off. He busted up his eye. Round number 9 of 12. The thing is, with Wyllie, what I like is he's got a nice, like I said, he's got a nice way of getting inside. He uses his feints really well. And then when he does, he follows up with his shots. Nice to watch. Nice to watch. 1-2 coming in from Kambosos. Counter hook coming in from Wyllie. We've got, 15 seconds left of round number 9 of 12. And got 3 rounds left. Still going to go the distance, though. Yeah, his face is absolutely pommeled. And I've missed the shot because I was there looking at Twitter. He's not today. While he's laughing at him. I like what he does. He grins and walks back to the corner. Let's have a look. Let me have a look at that cut. So his face is busted up. You can see several bruises. They've obviously got out the metal thing to put any pressure down the cold metal. cut above his eyebrow on the left-hand side. Okay, let's have a look. Hook, hook, jab, hook, 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 jab, jab. Yeah, he's proper relentless, isn't he? Nice combinations coming in as Kambosos did throw back a count. Woi, nice uppercut there from Kambosos as well as he slips underneath with shot. Bloody hell. He's definitely getting busted up. And this is why Kambosos should have stopped him early. It's about to get ugly for Kambosos now. If he's spoken, let's see. Let us see. We are now into the championship rounds. Round number 10 of 12 of Kambosos Jr. versus Wyllie. A nice fight to watch. And I've been a little bit distracted. Not that much, but a little bit. Once again, Wyllie takes the center of the ring. Bit of clinching and body shots going on the inside. Kambosos still keeps that, that low hand to flick out the jab. Keeps his head off center. 1, 2, 3. Goes under. Shot that comes back from Wyllie. Wyllie once again using his feints. Scoop, scoop. Goes in with the backhand. Nice. I do like feints. Because you've seen a couple of times when he did throw the feints, Kambosos was literally flinching. And not flinching because it's his own feint, flinching because he's like, is he going to hit me? And he doesn't have that composure to possibly flinch and just throw a shot. It's interesting to watch. Body shot goes in there from the left of Wyllie. As Kambosos throws out a jab to the head. Jab to the head. Hook comes back in from Wyllie. So look, jab, counter, hooks to the body. Both guys in the clinch. Ref gives them a slap to separate. He really don't like inside fighting, does he? Body shot comes in from Kambosos there. Second body shot comes in from Kambosos. A leaping hook comes in from Kambosos. Body shot coming in from Wyllie. He's holding his arm there. Kambosos holding his arm. The blood continues to pour from that cut above the left eye. I think it's just on his eyebrow of Kambosos. You can see that blood has spilled onto his own white and gold shorts. The battle wounds. Jab comes out from Wyllie. Both guys looking a little bit tired now, but to be fair, it's been a high-paced fight. Tiredness is expected. Right, the jab. Like that right hand coming in from Wyllie. It's like an overhand right that he throws as a lead. Like I said, he likes feints, doesn't he? So he'll feint as the double hook goes into the head of Kambosos. Kambosos jumps in with a lead left hook. Once again, the ref separates the two, little cheeky uppercut, etc. But Wyllie threw his back. Protect yourself at all times, guys. The hook comes in from Kambosos. What's the problem? Oh, the round's done. What's the problem? 3 minutes round. 3-minute round, guys. God, I was enjoying that. Right. Tinker's saying that Wyllie has heart. His trainer, Luke Mellon, seems like the real deal. George is taking too many shots. Where's his defense? Meldon, sorry. Okay. Yeah, definitely a good fight. Definitely entertaining. And I've drifted off a couple of times. Cold coffee. Going into round number 11 of 12. Gosh, guys, we've been going for nearly 3 hours. I said to myself, yeah, I'm just going to do a quick, an hour and a half. Nearly 3 hours. Eyes are burning. Nice inside, that nice slip. That lead backhand from Wyllie does it every time. I'm not calling this. I'll let you guys in the chat. You make up your mind. You decide who you think's doing what. I'm not doing this again. Every time I do it just flops. Right, here we go. Wyllie on the front foot there. He's feinting with his feet. He's not just feinting with his hands, he's feinting with his feet. He throws out the double jab. Once again, Kambosos on the back foot. Lead right hand comes in from Wyllie. Counters coming in from Kambosos to the body and to the head. Keep that head offline. Nice movement from Wyllie there. He looks more fresher this round, to be fair. Nice counter hook coming in from Kambosos as Wyllie throws out his jab. 1, 2, 3 combination to the head. A little hook there coming in. Kambosos jab, hook to the body. Sweeping hook there. Kambosos managed to roll under that shot. He's done that a couple of times. He's anticipated that shot coming. A little bit of reading from him. Backs into the corner. Kambosos gets out of the corner, saves the ref a job. He's screaming at them to separate, to get anywhere onto the ropes. Hook to the body, hook to the head. Kambosos. Wyllie continues to march forward, throwing his own inside hook to the head and to the body. Some variation there, pushing Kambosos back to the ropes, but Kambosos circles around to the left, maintains the center of the ring. Double jab from Wyllie. As he edges forward, using those feet as a feint. Now, his lead hand is now low, but he's using his feet as a feint. And this is the work coming in from Wyllie. 1, 2, nice, lovely, strong 1, 2, and a hook coming in from Kambosos. Wyllie answers with his own hooks to the head, hook to the body, hook to the head, uppercut, sorry, and that was from the left of Wyllie. Backhand twice coming in from Wyllie to the head of Kambosos. We've got just under a minute left of round 11. 11 of 12, of course. Both guys in the clinch. Referee screaming at them to break. It's right sticker, isn't he? Body shots coming in from Wyllie. Lovely hook coming in from Kambosos to answer. 1, 2. As he slips under, anticipating the counter from Wyllie, and slips again. Moves around to his right, moves around to his left, slipping under some of the shots. The jab there misses the head of Wyllie. The clapper's going. Bloody hell, this round's gone extremely quick. Yeah, good round. Kambosos is lucky he had joy early on. Chris, what are you laughing at? Cam has won 7 rounds. Can only lose by stoppage now. And yeah, I've got to concur. Depends how the judges are seeing it. Who knows how the judges are seeing it? I don't even know how I'm seeing it. I let you guys do the judging. The chat is the judge. And one of these days, I'm going to learn how to do the poll. And then I'll put the poll in the chat. And then, obviously, you guys can then make up your own mind how you think the fight is going. So I'd be shocked if the scorecards aren't close. We'll see. Guys, I don't know. Let me know who do you think's winning. Punk Pops. Not dead. They said that he said what? He's got him up. He's got Kambosos up. Shall I do the voice? I won't be surprised if we see a controversial draw. Yeah. Yeah. Bless him. The gad. Jab, jab. Again, we are in round number 12. Let's get out that chat. That hook comes in from Kambosos. So we've got to put it all on the line now. Are we going to get a stoppage here? Are we going to leave it up to the judges? You know, like I said, sometimes I think when you've got the belt, the away fighters really got to drag that fight away from you, and clearly not. Kambosos getting a bit frustrated as Wyllie ends up on the floor. There's a bit of vim here with Wyllie. The ref's trying to get him to calm down. He's trying to center himself as he literally pulls away back into the jab. The ref separates the two. 2 minutes left now, guys, of the final round. Jab comes in from Kambosos. Hook comes in. Wyllie tucks up and throws in his own hook to the head, hook to the body. I think he's talking to Kambosos at the moment. The jab comes out from Wyllie. Overhand comes in from Wyllie. Kambosos throws out his jab, his hook, jumping into his shots as well. The ref shouts at them to separate once again. One minute 30 left of the final round. The final round, ladies and gentlemen. Some hooks coming in, get off the ropes. The ref's only going to have a go. You're right, he's here already. All right, Wyllie goes in with the jab. Cambosos comes in with his counter to the jab. It's getting a bit clinchy now. Clutching for straws. We've got just over a minute. Well, we're approaching a minute now left. Round number 12 of 12. A lot of you are saying that this fight shouldn't have gone the distance. Cambosos really should have got in there early and got the stoppage. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. Last minute opponent didn't really have that many times to study him. Both guys hooking now. Battle of the hookers. 30 seconds left, guys. 35 seconds. As Wyllie walks forward, the jab. Kambosos comes back with the counter. Wyllie goes to the body. The ref screaming at him. God, they couldn't have that in a corner. Calm down. I concentrate here. You screaming down my ear holes. Double jab coming in from Wyllie. 1-2 coming in from Kambosos. Goes to the body. Strong hook. Both of them are saying, yeah, come on, let's have it then. The last bit of the fight. Last 10 seconds. All out, throwing it out. Who's going to win? The respect at the end. Wyllie team separates. Wyllie team celebrates as if their guys won. Let's have a look. I say nothing. I say absolutely nothing. The defense. Someone needs to sign Wyllie. Oh, yeah, I said I want to see him again. Him and that Palacio, both of them. Get them back out again. I want to see it. Oh no, the Misfits still on. It's still on. The Misfits fight's still on. But obviously it's not what it is. But it's the week after. I don't think I'm going to do the Misfits because the week after is Manchester. Yeah, I'm going to stick to that. Heavy Impact. I am looking forward to that card. And I get to see, I don't think I've watched Mosey's fight before live. So I get to see him fight live as well. Well, he's celebrating like he's won. Wyllie. Definitely good fight. Let's have a look. Battle of the Hookers. Totally different fight. I do like that. Does no one haven't updated their schedule? The fight's definitely off. Yeah, I saw that. But who else is fighting? Isn't Darren Till and somebody else fighting? Have they just postponed? Have they just postponed the KSI Dennis fight and the rest of the cards going? That's what I'm saying. I don't think the cards are. But I've just remembered that obviously the Queen's reschedules the week after. So definitely a good fight. End of the day, more questions about Kambosos. There will be, and you know it's very cutthroat now. So you talk about chances, but in saying that, was the fight boring? No, it was exciting. So it's not necessarily about losing now, is it? It's about how you lose. I don't know. If you was a promoter, would you be prepared to continuously invest money in Cambosos Junior? Would you? That's a question you have to ask. You've got a budget, proportion of winning, style of fight, selling the tickets, all of this Mr. Popularity or Mrs. Popularity contest, all of that's going to come in, and then you're going to look at your product and say, okay, is it worth me keeping you on as a fighter? Aggravating factors such as age as well, wearability. Are you still an investment? Let's have a look. It's taking a while for them to give the scores at the doors. Lots of people in the ring walking around. Wyllie's cheering his corner on. Diamante is getting ready for the announcement. Is he ready? Is it ready? Wylie's team celebrating like they won. Imagine that, you celebrate like you won and then you lose. Music. You do, you do, you do. Wyllie? Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to the chat. We've just had it unanimous decision to George. Chat, where are you? I don't know if it's because it's not loading. That'd be better for fighters on the undercard if the event continues. Big up to Wyllie, got the call on Sunday and put in a decent performance, and he's lost 4 of his fights. George really did, didn't he? I'm just looking at it from the point of view of all of Wylie's corner celebrating like he'd won, and then he didn't he didn't win. I would have been like, "What? That is so heartbreaking." Yeah, he's a good fighter, I like him, I wanna see him again. Fair. George don't win a world title again, and we know that when Andrew speaks, he means business. Scorecards should be much closer, but it is what it is. If somebody did win, it was George for me, but I had it a draw. I'm just looking at it from the point of view of Wylie's team practically saying they won it, and they didn't. That must be your adrenaline goes up there. You can't celebrate. Don't celebrate until you hear what's going on. I'd be nervous, my head would be hung down, I wouldn't even unless you've obviously if they're sparked out and it's a stoppage, then yeah, you know what's coming, don't you? But when it's the judges, wait, just wait, because it's not predictable. And they were obviously well, he'll come again. I wanna see Wyllie come again. I wanna see Palacio come again. Those are definitely 2 fighters that I will keep my eye on from now moving forward. Um, Massive congratulations to Brown as well. She's got the WBC belt. We'll have a look and see, she's gonna come again. Will they have a rematch? I don't know. Depends if I can wangle it. It's one of them. Yeah, it was to be fair, not a bad card for an early start, a 9 a.m. start on Saturday morning. Let me go through this. Byrne looks like he wants to drop him. This bit. Listen. Oh, right, 7-4-1, even to Cam, poor showing from him. Maybe going the distance with the moral victory for Wyllie. Maybe. It's just the celebrating because if your team, everyone's like, "You've won," and then you don't, that emotion, that emotional dip is gonna be horrific. And this is what I'm saying, these are the things that you have to look at as investing in a fighter, and this is the words that these are the words that I've had from, Eddie Hearn, how he looks at investing in his fighters. These are the questions that I will ask him because these are things that I'm interested in, so you get the roadmap that they want for their fighters, and you also understand their business strategy, while they'll keep some fighters and invest in them, and why they won't keep others. It's there. It's there for you all to listen to. That's what I said. I'm not interested in who's sleeping with who. I want to know how you run your business and why you run your business the way you run it, and what are you looking or what are your standards? What do you like? What don't you like? And then when you see them making decisions, it's not such a shock to you because you've got all the information there because they've told you. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there might be a little bit of white lies and everything, just, to be a bit more smoother with the transition rather than being so cutthroat. But it is what it is. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go. It's been a fascinating morning with you. We haven't done a Saturday morning before. I won't be doing anything at 4 a.m. in the morning. 226 of you tuned in continuously. Amazing. Great. The chat, subscribers, marvelous. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to go and cause some havoc in real life. And as you know, we always say, stay ready. Adios. Bye, Andrew. Bye. Bye, Andrew. Bye, everybody. Bye, Skyliner. And, Star Fox the twins. Bye, everybody. Love you all.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.